You got no one on that show that's a draw. You might as well make CM Punk your world champion. What do you got to lose? I mean, seriously.
At least he's a name. At least he's talked about online. He's loved in the arena. Moves merch. It makes all the sense. And he had to rub it in. But not only did he rub it in, but also Cody rubbed it in. So Cody said, "What have I thought like today?" And here he is hanging out with Punk, just having a good time and making sure to put on Punk's belt for him. Like the type of guy he is. He's a good guy like that. But you know what? They got together for a photo op. They had to stick it to Tony. This is so Triple H right here. Look at us.
God. Like that is ridiculous, man. I mean, to have because every single one of those are like AEW talents. Like it's so crystal clear and obvious what they're doing now. It's like, are you really this petty? Like for CM Punk and Cody Rhodes to do this picture, really, are you really that petty?
Oh yeah, they are. Well, because you gotta understand, I don't think they have any real problem with Tony because Tony gave them everything they want, especially Punk. I think they more so just that's what it all comes down to. And they're gonna stick up for Triple H now, even though Triple H technically wasn't in the arena. I think he was getting his stuff in live via satellite, live via Zoom. You know how it goes. So, but per Fightful, Triple H was not backstage at Saturday night's main event. Maybe that's why it was somewhat watchable. Maybe that's why we saw creative stuff like the dumbbell angle. Maybe.
Could that have been a Bruce Pritchard thing?
It felt like it. It just did not feel like Triple H because Triple H does not think outside the box. That feels like a Pritchard move right there. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking in that situation. We would show you a couple things from what's going on, but WWE is really clamping down on sharing of clips. It's going to hurt a lot of creators out there. I'll tell you that much. So yeah, just not sure if you guys heard about it, but also this Cody match got downvoted big time. Look at this. People hated Cody winning.
Ooh.
Hated it.
Well, because the problem, like if I'm being real about Cody Rhodes, like is the guy terrible? Like is he like the worst ever? No. I think the main problem with Cody Rhodes is they got nothing for him. They have nothing for him storyline wise. This is a failure from WWE credit. So again, if you're mad about Cody Rhodes and you think, because I feel like he's stale, but I think that's because of the storylines.
I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that not only is the storylines, but for me, a big thing is the fact that this guy wrestles like a heel and he pretends to be Ultra Mr. Babyface. And this is like the second or third match now where he's had to resort to heel tactics to retain his title. And Triple H will say stuff like, a true champion always finds a way to win. If they're heel, not a babyface. Babyfaces win clean, dummy.
Well, right, and like that's the thing. Like babyfaces are supposed to be the good guys. They're supposed to do it the right way. Cody Rhodes is doing heel stuff. Like this, you're sending mixed messages here, and this could be Cody Rhodes. I think it's part of that. I just think it's a combination of a lot of factors that are not working well. I think Cody Rhodes in and of himself does buy a little bit too much of his own stock, a little bit too much of his own hype. I think Triple H is not created to begin with, and so you just get the worst of all worlds.
Right, and I totally wanted to show you this clip of Cody possibly being injured in the match. So, I had to run it back, but apparently Cody went to leap up to the top rope to do a move. As soon as he pushed up off the second rope, you saw him drop back down and kind of cower in the corner, and Drew kind of talked to him for a little bit, like, all right? That right there tells you if their top guy is hurt, look at how many of their roster is hurt. Top champions. Seth Rollins, he got hurt. They had to find a new champion. Cody Rhodes could possibly be hurt. Stephanie Vaquer could possibly be hurt. It's like all these injuries. Tiffany Stratton could possibly be hurt. So many top people injured now. It's bad. And especially into WrestleMania,
No, it really isn't. It shows the problem of being so heavily reliant on a few people. This is why you have a rotation.
Right. Well, that's why you have a guy who can hold the title, who isn't beat up like Cody Rhodes. Like, Braun Breaker would be the perfect type of guy if you're going to make a Cody Rhodes type reign because he's young and injury-free. The more miles that these wrestlers put on, the more injury-prone they are. That's just facts. That's how it is. Cody's a veteran. He's been around a long time, getting beat up. This is bound to happen, especially when you're working that WWE schedule. They're not doing house shows and stuff. It's bound to happen. I know that they want these long Bruno Sammartino reigns for the wrestlers nowadays, but unless they're a young buck, you can't roll with that. You got to play it by a couple months because these wrestlers will get injured. Punk ain't going to be a long-time champion, I can tell you that much.
No, Punk's more than likely not going to be a long-time champion. If past is, a predictor of the future, it pretty much goes to show you what's probably going to happen there. But yeah, it goes to show this is another problem with having wrestlers over the age of 40. It's like, I mean, if they're super over, run with them temporarily while you can, but you shouldn't be heavily reliant upon them like Triple H is with Cody Rhodes, who's over 40, CM Punk is 47, Drew McIntyre, who I think is 39 or right around 40. Like all of them, they're too old. You got to build a future. Yeah,
speaking of old, I really wanted to show you that Punk clip too. Punk getting pissed off that Jey Uso didn't know what a neckbreaker is, so he kicks him in the face. I had to roll that back. I was like, dude, he got pissed. But anyways, there's a crackdown going on right now on bootleg accounts sharing their content. So in a time when WWE is losing popularity at a rapid pace, they're clamping down even harder. So Sean Ross Simp was reporting that WWE started making some of its footage available for licensing. That being said, those licensing fees are high, so they can pay back the debt. This has led to talk that WWE may become more protective of its content moving forward. We will have to see if that means we'll see much less bootleg footage from fans circulating on social media. You probably will. That there are many accounts that rely on clipping, which has become a big part of the pro wrestling community online. For years, fans have shared clips online from WWE shows. Many use these clips for social media reaction vibes and other content. WWE is often ignored this, but that may be changing soon. If you're not kissing WWE's butt, if you're not one of its approved streamers, you're boned. Wait,
yeah. Well, and honestly, isn't this what AEW does?
True, same thing.
It's like this is what when Tony Khan did this, when the word came up from on high over in AEW to do this, what happened to the fans? It pissed them off.
And it pushed a lot of them away. It was right around the time when CM Punk was getting into heat with AEW. So it was just like this big whirlwind of controversy coming for AEW that really crippled its fan base. And I think that's going to come to WWE soon enough. These fans are just going to get tired and they're going to go to other alternatives. It's getting to the point, I'm not sure if you've seen how bad it is for SmackDown, the turnouts. We've been talking about the ratings online. Check this out. Whoa. 4.2K fans in the arena, the lowest attendance in almost 4 years. This right here looks like a collision taping. I would have thought it's a collision taping if I didn't see the SmackDown banner.
Hey, TKO, you sure you want to be behind Triple H? Like when we saw this with AEW, it started sparingly, bit by bit. It was like a faucet, like drip, 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 and then it just became more and more.
Right.
Be careful that this doesn't become more and more. I'm sorry, good.
No, you're absolutely right about that. Well, the big thing that I'm hoping out of this is that they learn if you're going to make more money, you need to diversify your portfolio and really start pushing in different directions. It's not just charging $2,000 for a ticket. That's not going to drive people to go see it live, especially when the product sucks. You guys got to be way better at diversifying your portfolio and getting your name out there and really getting more assets that will make you money. Because I tell you, a dying product like wrestling and UFC is not going to do it. So, way it is. So, that's wrestling for you. I will say this, though. AEW is having its own fair share of problems. We'll get to that later. But Meltzer, the boy, I'm not sure if you heard about this. He claimed that WWE tried to hire him after Raw ratings dropped. So he said that on Wrestling Observer Radio that he claims that call came at a critical moment after the Raw rating dipped below 4. So he got a phone call from Ed Cohen from WWE and it was just like, he said that he's doing it out of what was the word desperation. But I sensed it wasn't his idea and he's like really pitching me in everything. I was like, nah, no interest at all. I had none. That is, dude, that's BS. Anybody can see that that's straight up BS. Meltzer made it often clear he has zero desire to cross over into WWE systems, probably because he's on the AEW payroll. Who knows about him? He also claimed that WWE reached out to Brian Alvarez through him, hoping Alvarez would join the creative team due to his reputation for humor and ideas. The offer didn't go far either. They came to me, it was like they thought he was really funny and creative. I pitched it to Brian and he couldn't, basically didn't think he could last a week there and probably couldn't. And that's what it mostly has to deal with. Is it's not, I think, I know a lot of people think that he's a liar. I think it's a possibility that maybe one of Triple H stooges might have reached out to Meltzer. It's kind of 50-50,
I could see that for NXT Black and Gold. I really could. Like maybe back then, I could see that as something Triple H may have been like, oh, well, the indie fans, they're pretty much part of NXT Black and Gold now. Why don't I get two guys that they respect and have them book? I could maybe see that, but I think it's far-fetched.
Yeah, same here. I mean, I think that he's spinning a web. I think he saw that Vince Russo got a job, so he started making the shit up to make himself feel better. That's what it feels like. But let's go ahead and talk about the WWE 42 poster. Not sure if you saw it for Mania 42. For whatever reason, this stirred up a ton of controversy online because it didn't feature any women. What woman would you put in here? Rhea Ripley? That's about it. Who else?
Other than Rhea Ripley, maybe Liv Morgan or Alexa Bliss.
Well, Liv's hurt right now, isn't she?
Yeah, she is hurt. The shoulder injury. So I mean, Alexa Bliss, maybe you could put her in there, but like it wouldn't. I don't know if it would fit with the vibe they're going for. Like even then, the vibe is pretty dumb. Like this is not what's going to sell WrestleMania to fans. What's going to sell WrestleMania to fans are two things: star power and exciting storylines. Point blank simple.
Always has been. I mean, it's nice that they're featuring what they feel to be the stars. I only see two real stars at that table, but at least they're trying. They're doing something. But I will say this much about the WrestleMania 42 advertisement. Bubba had this great idea for it. You gotta love Bubba's dream booking. So this is what he suggested for a role for Rhea Ripley in the new WrestleMania 42 trailer. I would love to see a follow-up commercial where they're at the table playing poker and you hear a door slam and you see a female sit down. So basically a repeat of the 2K20 Becky Lynch commercial with her dunking her Oreo in Hulk Hogan's drink. Remember that shit?
Oh yeah.
So bad.
No, don't do that.
And all you hear is Dillian voice. The camera pans up and it's Rhea Ripley. I think people would love that. Almost like a to be continued from the first commercial. No, and that would make sense for that one stack of chips that's sitting there. Who's looking into this? It's an AI painting. They always do that. They always add an extra stack of chips or three stacks of chips or a stack of chip in the back like for no reason. It's AI, dude. So there's an extra stack of chips that's just sitting there that's not being represented by anybody. Now I get it. The stack of chips could be there just to bring in some extra color to the poster or something. It's AI, bro. But why would there be an extra stack of chips at the poker table? It's AI, bully. I know you don't know what AI is, but that's what it does. It puts random crap wherever.
Oh, bless his heart, Bully. Bless your heart, Bully. Bully, come on. Like, if we're being realistic here, what is putting Rhea Ripley going to do to that post? If you put her in there, what's it going to do? It's just going to make the fans, it's just going to make the vocal minority marks online happy. That's all it's going to do.
Considering they don't go to these live shows or pay for any tickets, what's the point, you know? They're just people that whine online. That's what they do. But you know what? He also had another genius booking decision about LA Knight. So Bully Ray pitched a storyline where LA Knight loses his voice with heel wrestlers mocking him until the day he finally speaks again for the first time, which would turn him into a massive babyface because the crowd would feel sympathetic towards him.
Bully. Bully. All right. Bully. I need you to listen. Listen to me.
I'm good.
He's already a babyface. He's already as much of a babyface as you could be in that company. Like, why are you having him go through this to become an over babyface when he's already an over babyface? Why? What's the point of that?
He's so stupid.
What's crazy is that you think he's a little bit intellectually compromised. The people running TNA, we'll put it this way, they ain't too bright either. Like you see director authority, all that crap going on. Like you see where it all kind of comes from, and you see kind of why you don't want veteran wrestlers to be running creative because you get stuff like this. Bully thinks this is a good idea. Bully, if you were in creative, you would have done this. You would have turned LA Knight heel, had him lose his voice, the best asset that he's got, and then have him get it back. Like,
good lord.
Bully, just think it through. Just think it through.
There's nothing left in that Brooklyn skull of his except for probably rat poop. That's about it. So bless his heart. You know, he does what he can with that brain full of rat poop. But I will say though, LA Knight, he's sick and tired of bad booking, and he went ahead and had to pull out a sign that said, "We want LA Knight." So if you're wondering why you didn't see him at Saturday night's main event, that's probably why. Just saying.
And they just so happened to have it covered up with the Chiron. Like, you bastards, come on now.
That was like strategic planning from Triple H. Put the right in now.
Let the guy let there be a little bit of that like spontaneity in the show. You don't need to like screw the guy over twice. Come on now, Triple H, like, have a heart. Come on now.
There's a reason why we call him Petty Paul, and there's a reason why they call him Heartless Hunter. You know, so this is Heartless Hunter. You know, so I will say though, you know what? I'm proud for Logan Paul. If this is true, he's dedicating himself to pro wrestling because honestly, I'm tired of this crappy boxing matches. I'm tired of him beating himself up. Just do pro wrestling, bro. Do a part-time role. Hopefully, they put the title on you soon. They need more young blood. If we had our spot, we would make guys like Logan Paul and Braun Breaker champion. You need youth at the top.
Honestly, if I had my way, Logan Paul would be the face of the company. I know a lot of people would hate that, but name a bigger mainstream star on that roster than Logan Paul.
When you talk about name value, he cuts a decent promo for being a newbie. He's in fantastic shape, does super athletic Kenny Omega type stuff.
He's in my opinion.
Oh yeah, no, it doesn't have the injury history. A great heel, already has that built-in heel heat. He makes all the sense in the world to be that young cocky heel to lead one of your brands, and to definitely be at WrestleMania on the poster.
I just don't understand why there's hatred towards him is because he didn't pay his dues on the indies. Look, talent is talent. If they've been 10, 20 years on the indies or they've been like 1 year in WWE, talent is talent. And it's like trust your eyes. You know, just trust your eyes. If your eyes are showing you that there's an amazing talent with charisma, great amazing skill in the ring, they look like a superstar, they're charismatic, trust your eyes.
Right, and you need that top baby face to work with the top heel. He deserves to be the top heel of the company. You know, when I say top face, people take that literally. No, he deserves to be one of the top faces of the company. You know, this is very frustrating. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk about KO and Jericho. They were seen spotted together at a hockey game, which leads me to believe that he's probably going to come back at Rumble. That's what I think is going to happen. I think they're kind of hinting at it, you know, putting it out there.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, it would fit with the timeline. It would make a lot of sense in the world. Like, I don't know this to be true, but I don't think that there's a 90-day no compete on Chris Jericho's contract. That's just how I feel about it. I don't have any evidence to back it up. That's just what I think.
I mean, we'll have to see what happens. I don't feel like Tony's going to be really petty about that. He's just going to let it happen. So, whatever. I mean, I'm sure, especially if you were talking about with Jericho's career not being sponsored by AEW anymore, that's a good sign that he's probably going to move over to WWE next year. Makes all the sense in the world. Retire there, man. Get out of the business. Go be an agent or a podcast or something.
Or you know what? Like, how about him in creative?
He's a creative guy. My only problem is that I don't know how much he contributed to AEW backstage. I know that Tony listens to a lot of the veterans, and if that's the case, and Jericho got some of his ideas on TV, I don't know. Just saying. JC, you're cracking out. Yeah, JC, you're cracking out. I'll see you in a little bit, man. But I do want to talk about Chelsea Green, another Canadian. She signed reportedly a 5-year contract with WWE. Good for her. You know, I'm glad that she signed another contract. Where else is she going to be? What else are they going to do with her? You know, so we'll see, man. Hopefully they make the most out of Chelsea and they make her into a top card type of person because we need more charismatic heels. So, you know, I know politically we've had our ideas and our differences in the past, but I say give her a chance, man. Let's see what you can do. But another female's out. Not sure if you heard about it. Bianca Belair She, I guess, hurt her finger, broke it at WrestleMania 41, and she's still out over that. So, you're wondering why she hasn't been around. That's what the excuse is. I think she might have just got knocked up by Naomi, or with Naomi. That's what I'm thinking. Speaking of, I'm not sure if you heard about Naomi. She's already 5 months pregnant, and she's got her baby Yeetin in the womb. Yeetin at 16 weeks. It's crazy. So good for her. You know, it's good. Putting more life out in the world. She's bringing another Uso out. So that makes, I guess, what, like, what's that, like 95 fat twos now? It's crazy. I mean, it's like the Wayans family times 10. So many bodies. But you know what? Booker, he had to apologize recently. He had a little mishap at the table. Not sure if you heard about it, but apparently during the title match of Halloween Havoc, he had a little fit. He had to throw his headset down, and he apologized. You know, so he said he got carried away during the recent NXT event. It was during the main event. Trick Williams lost. And he took his headset, and just slammed it on the ground. So he apologized for that. I don't think he has to apologize. I think he's Booker T. He shouldn't have to, but you know, this is how it works out. So way it goes. But you know, WWE. We told you about how bad they are with AI and what they're doing with AI. Take a look at this. This is one of their hats that they're selling. Never quit, never suck it. It's also a 2K25 as well, so they never bothered to fix the design. So that tells you where they're at right now. They're not fixing anything. It's just broken AI, just like with the Tony Scrappy AEW shirts. They don't care. Money's money. The way it is. But you know, it's going to take some big money to make this happen. Let's hope that Triple H and TKO can make it happen. So big rumor going around is that Donald Trump could be in attendance for John Cena's final match at WWE Saturday Night Main Event in Washington, D.C. Tyrus was saying 1,000%. If he says he's going. And that's by no mistake. He might even be in the finish. He might hit a binding resolution in the middle of the match. I definitely think that if the president says he's going to be there, he's going to be there because he's a fan. He loves it. After it's mentioned, the co-host of the podcast thought it was a bad idea for Trump to be there. Tyrus added, valid for who? Here's the deal. You take the whiny baby, all that crap. Many years from now, when we're all old and gray and all this media BS is over, there's going to be a grandchild like, Daddy, did you talk to the president? I'll say I didn't talk to him. I broke bread with him. There's going to be someone who says I remember blah blah blah. So anyways, he just keeps on yapping on. So he believes, Tyrus, guy who used to work for Fox News, has close ties with Donald Trump. He believes he's going to be there. If he is there, cool. That would definitely be something to talk about. It would be Donald Trump's first appearance back in WWE since Vince and Bobby Lashley were there. So that's what we need, man. Let's really hope that in due time we can have Donald Trump show up at least for John Cena's last match.
I mean, at the very least, it'd be nice, you know? I mean, hey, can you guys hear me?
I hear you loud and clear.
Perfect. All right. So yeah, I mean, that'd be cool if he could, but you know, it's with Trump, I'm not getting my hopes up. I mean, if he shows up there, that'd be cool. I'd watch. We have to review it.
Yeah, I think so too, man. If that happened, that would be really cool. That'd be really dang cool. We'll see what happens, man. But you know, let's go ahead and talk about, what was it? Where did we leave off on? We talked about Booker. Let's go to some AEW news. Wrestle Dream refunds are due for people who actually wasted their money on that shit. So Amazon Prime is going to be issuing refunds to fans that had their issues with it. So yes, the way it goes, you know, you're going to be having blip ups on Amazon Prime. Might as well issue refunds. I feel bad for all the people that actually spent money on that crap. Did you happen to catch some of that, JC?
Oh, I saw it, and there was really nothing on that show for me. Like, if I had paid money to watch that, I would have been pissed.
Yeah, it's from everything I heard, it was a really bad show, and especially after watching the last AEW pay-per-view, we're like, we'll pass on this one. And I'm glad at least I did. You know, JC, I'm sorry you had to suffer through it. You know, shit goes down, but I will say AEW made a very bad decision. Not sure if you heard about this, but they passed on Enzo Amore. Out of all people, Enzo Amore. Why would you pass on Enzo Amore?
Because he doesn't have the work rate. Meltzer didn't give his match 5 stars at Tokyo Hall. Like, come on, man. He's a great promo. Not a good promo. He's a great promo. He was a top merch seller. Bring the guy in. TNA, if they were smart, they bring the guy in.
That's what I'm saying. Is he's a guy with so much talent. And that's the most frustrating thing, honestly, is the fact that he did a promo for TNA as part of this Foursquare Productions, and he even showed up in the pre-show. We were watching it live. Showed up in the pre-show with some group with Zilla Fatu in it, and they never did anything with either of those guys, which is just frustrating because you know they're some of the most talked about free agents right now. So I don't know what happened there, but yeah, very frustrating to see that happen.
It is. It's a talent right there that you could be using, but no, you don't because he didn't have a 5-star match. Good God.
JCW, how you doing?
Right, exactly.
Well, you know, I will say that Private Party, they want to come to WWE. They've been putting feelers out there, and apparently Hurt Syndicate saw this, so they've been hanging out with them and trying to influence them to stay. So they're trying to get them to put on more muscle. I'm guessing MVP's hooking up the stash, but yeah, good for them to get the size going. That's been the biggest thing, because Private Party, they have a little bit of charisma, but they need better characters, they need more size. If Hurt Syndicate can help them out with that, good for them.
Yeah, I mean, because there's potential there, I guess. I mean, you might as well just do the best you can, and that's all you can really do. It's like, just do the best you can.
Yeah, straight up. So I will say, though, that I feel bad for Tony. He's been doing his best to try to hide his secret identity from everybody out there, but we know by now. It's just like how we know who Batman is, we know who Hologram is. So Tony had to go get knee surgery. Good luck on your knee surgery, Tony. I'm sure you'll hold up in like 3 months because of your all-natural botanical diet, so good for you.
It'll be funny. He goes on the radio, he takes the mask off. It was me all along.
That would be the ultimate reveal in AEW history. Just build that crap up for 3 years, and then Tony, after he wins the title's hologram, he takes the mask off. Boom, right there. Money.
Oh, he wins the title. Oh, that's even a better twist.
Yes. And then he takes the title off. I'm champion of the Bears. Amazing.
And honestly, that's what AEW is missing this whole time. Like, that's what they're missing. And I feel like Tony Khan is really doing his company a disservice by not being the heel, jerk, asshole authority figure. Be that. Be the shifty little heel, like the backstabbing chicken shit little heel. Be that guy.
Yeah, nobody wants to see Marky Nice Rick Moranis. Nobody wants to see that. They want to see like the coked out little weasel that's screwing people over. That's where the money's at, man. So I will say though that there must be no money for Daniel Bryan because he's actually had to go and do substitute teacher spots now doing AEW presents Daniel Bryan. And I feel so bad for all those poor kids thinking that they're just gonna get some boring history lesson. And here Daniel Bryan comes in with the history lesson of Daniel Bryan wrestling in AEW. And then there was this time I had an hour-long match with Hangman Adam Page. And it was only rated 4.75 stars by Dan Meltzer, and there it is.
The kid just falling asleep in the class. Even the teacher's like...
Well, he even had to get himself a straight black coffee just to keep himself awake. Just tell you.
Oh. Like, all right, it's going to be a long one.
He knows what's up. Oh, you know, though, I need everybody out there to send your hearts and prayers to a legend in the game. Mike Rotunda's family confirmed that he suffered a massive heart attack, but is not in hospice care. So, glad to say there is a little update going on. So, his family issued a statement and said that our family would like to take a moment to clarify some information currently circulating online regarding my father, Mike Rotunda. Yes, my Uncle Barry did make a comment mentioning that my father's in hospice care. My father's not in hospice, but rather in rehabilitation center. Okay, so just a little mix up. Suffered a heart attack on September 20th, was in a coma for a week and spent over a month hospitalized. Dang. By the grace of God, he has now transitioned into rehabilitation. So he was in hospital and he got transferred out. Okay, whatever. It's already been a long road, blah, 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 with love and gratitude. So yeah, hearts and prayers go out to Mike Rotunda. Hopefully you have a speedy recovery and you have many more years on this planet.
Absolutely, because he's so talented. His sons are talented. It would really be a shame to lose another Rotunda.
Absolutely.
Like, if he can make it out of this and he can be just like somewhat normal again, put him on. Could you imagine Mike Rotunda on creative? All of that knowledge, all that creativity on creative.
I mean, it all depends. Just if he can be in a creative aspect. I don't know what his mental and physical health are like, but I mean, sure, why not if he's ready to go? I will say, though, that another legend out there, he recently had a run-in, well, more of a run-over at Whole Foods. So Undertaker was involved in a car accident at Whole Foods. I'll tell you a funny story, though, about that, because it's got a 4-inch lift on it. It's got big 38-inch tires on it. Haha, running over people's funny. I love sitting up there and being able to see everything. A couple of weeks ago, I'm at Whole Foods. I went to buy some steaks. I was going to grill some steaks, and I backed into a spot at Whole Foods. I get in, throw the steaks in the truck, and I pull out. The truck is so high that I didn't see the car next to me. I ran right over the front of his hood. My back wheels ran right over the hood. And lucky him, he didn't get sued because it was a fan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a funny twist. Like, oh, the Undertaker almost killed me. It's all good, Mark Calloway. Don't worry. Hey, can I get your autograph?
He's all taking selfies of his smashed car. Like, yeah, Undertaker crushed my car.
Oh my God. Okay, Undertaker. Look, I'm gonna give you a little word of advice. Okay, you got money. Take your truck. I don't know what they're called, but like, take your truck to places where they put in the backup cameras in your truck. You need a backup camera. You need it big time.
Yeah, especially if you're driving around like a big lifted monster truck. If that's the case, you're not going to see behind you, especially backing up. Well, that's the reason why a lot of 18-wheelers, when they're backing into depots, they need a guy to guide them in. You know, it's when you're driving something that big, it's great that you feel, you know, you got that LD energy going on. You know, you need a big truck to kind of overcompensate. That's great, you know. But I'm just saying that, you know, it kind of leads you into crushing people. So you might want to watch out.
I will say this to somebody like I have an older Toyota. You know, reliable, runs great, love it. I even put a backup camera in mine. And I'll tell you this: I never want to go without it again. Like I love having that back because it shows me, like it lights up at night. It shows me everything behind me. I love it.
Yeah, if you're not good at doing that, the whole reverse driving thing, even if you are good at it, it's just good for just safety wise, you know, if you can afford it. So definitely consider it. But somebody speaking of, yeah, straight up, you know, definitely worth it to pay for to get those put in. But I will say though that somebody recently got their lights turned out in a very quick fight. So Gable Stevenson, former pro wrestling, I guess apprentice so to speak, he went over into boxing, UFC, and knocked the dude out in 15 seconds.
Cannabis infused elevated seltzers. Gable Stevenson, Billy Swanson. We're set to go on our main event.
Here we go, boys. This is the fight we all came here to see tonight. Here we go. He had those hands. He's been working on those hands. And he looked tremendous just now. Wow.
Wow. Okay, there you go. Okay, there you go. I mean, he went on the mic afterwards and said, you know what, Dana, I want a shot. So hopefully he gets one. We'll see what's up.
But he needs a manager big time.
I think that's where John Jones comes in. You know, just saying. Yeah, so let's see what happens with that. But let's go ahead and head over to modern wrestlers marks. We talk about the marks that are infesting the industry right now. So many of them. So we're going to start it off with what it looks like. Don Callis, one of our favorites here, and he recently had a new recruitment to his pets.
I've always wanted a pet. Prepare the litter box.
Is he really letting Sanjay Dutt piss in his house in a litter box? I mean, he's a weird dude. It wouldn't surprise me. He's the leader of the Canadian game mafia. I wouldn't be surprised. Just saying.
You just get right in and pee in the kitchen.
You're not allowed to use the bathroom.
Oh my God. Don Callis, don't stop being Don Callis.
Do you think he carries around like a water spray bottle in case he tries to piss in the toilet?
Bad kitty. Bad kitty. Oh my God.
Well, he recently had, you know, that woman who commissions to do his painting. She did a masterpiece of a painting, or masturbation piece for that matter. And good Lord, if it were anybody but a woman doing this, I would heavily criticize them. But it's a woman, so I can't criticize her too much. I mean, at least she's straight. I'll give her that. And she's a good artist.
She's a good artist, but like I'm not getting the point of this whole thing. Like, what is he going for here?
I think she's trying to make everybody in this picture out to look like a Greek god or something. I don't know what the whole. She says family. It's some Greek pantheon shit, man. It's weird. It's very weird. So
put the little headdress on top. Let us know, like the fucking like the Julius Caesar fucking thing.
Yeah, you know, just at least get into it, you know. But I will say that Kenny recently got into it when somebody noticed that Batman did the one-winged angel in a comic book, and he said, "I'm Batman." I think he meant to say I'm Buttman. We know better, Kenny. We know better.
Oh my God. Oh, Kenny. You know, like, honestly, he's probably gonna dress up as Batman in like a couple weeks.
I can see it. We'll get some Halloween costumes to show you here in a little bit. They get a little creative.
I can't wait.
So Jordan Grace, she recently had to stick up for, out of all people, Dave Meltzer. This is wild. So Jay said wrestlers caring about Dave star ratings will always be corny. Jordan Grace says she just cared about Pete Wales star ratings will always be corny. See how dumb that sounds. So she equated Dave Meltzer to being a chef. Why do all marks think about cooking and wrestling at the same time? Food and wrestling, that's it.
Well, hey, watch any wrestling show. What commercials do you see like almost exclusively?
Food, a lot of food,
Domino's, Little Caesars, Jack in the Box, Pizza Hut, Taco Bell. Like, it's all you see. Burger King. It's literally all you see is fast food. Dairy Queen.
It's diarrhea TV straight up. So yeah, no, she is. So yeah, she equates Dave Meltzer to being like a Gordon Ramsay or something. No, never. But we gotta go ahead and we gotta talk about Penta and his very strange situation he had. What is this? Like, what is going on? Whose glove is that? I'm just, my first thing that I said when this photo was brought to me was WTF. I couldn't think of anything else to say. It's a giant metal claw covering up his wang, and he's scared of it.
It looks like he's trying to grab his wang.
It could be. I'm just saying. These wrestlers, man.
Penta, what do you go for there, buddy?
I don't know what the hell he's going for. It's very strange. Yeah, very strange. We gotta talk about Chelsea Green. So Chelsea said something very weird lately. So if you could read this, which you probably can't because it's so much, but basically what she says is she says that she went over to NXT and she basically found a great new partner to work with in Ethan Page. And you know, it started out as just us being Canadians, but we realized we had so much in common, and we're always in Florida, and Cardona's never in Florida, and we have all this time to spend together. And like, look how much she writes about a guy she just works with. This is like when Chris Benoit met Nancy Sullivan. It's crazy.
I mean, we're just pointing out what she's saying. That's all we're doing.
It's a lot of paragraphs where dude, you just met at your job.
I mean, I will say they do have good chemistry. I'll put it that way. You know,
fair point. Well, that's the thing too. Is like I don't mind them being an on-screen couple for that matter because they look good together. They're both Canadian. If they have that charisma, that chemistry, go for it. I mean, and we already know what's the deal with Matt and Chelsea. We don't need to talk about it. You know it. You've heard it a billion times. It is what it is.
And if I'm being honest, she could do worse than the Canadian Miz.
I would say he's like the Canadian Miz with Down syndrome, but I think that's a very good compliment. I will say for Ethan Page, possibly the best Ethan Page compliment JC has ever given.
I think it's a good descriptor of what he is. Like, he's not a top card guy like a Roman Reigns or like a Braun Breaker or a Brock Lesnar, but he's not like a small time, low ranking guy like a Miles Bourne. He's kind of like a solid mid carder.
He's all right. I mean, I think he was one of the better signings from AEW. I think having him in NXT is perfect, and I think pairing with Chelsea is going to do a lot for his career and get him better. He needed that valet right here. Boom. No better valet than Chelsea Green. So
I mean, they're entertaining. I'll give him that. So they just like the entertaining box, because they're entertaining. But yeah, it's, I mean, if they go to the main roster, I think it'd be entertaining. But yeah, it's just spending a lot of time with them. Let's just put it that way. Just saying.
Well, Punky likes to spend a lot of time with his coworkers. We covered this before, but we got to show you his Halloween costume from this year. He went as Destro, and his wife went as the Baroness. He's going as a villain from G.I. Joe for whatever reason. Good for him.
He really did. Okay, all right, okay, good for you, Punk. It's a little bit half-assed, but good for you, Punk.
Well, at least it's not as creepy as the previous years. Did you see the previous years where he dressed as the villain from Commando and then had AJ dress as the girl who got kidnapped by the villain from Commando?
Yeah, this is a little bit better. I'll give you that. I'll give Punk that.
Yeah,
that's all I'm giving him.
That's all you can give. I will say though that Punk wasn't done dressing up. He even had to, have a little rendezvous with Penta and wear his mask for whatever reason.
Yeah, like Penta.
We totally couldn't tell. So
it's like what they're doing with Chad Gable and Ludwig Kaiser, the whole thing.
Do it. I say, you know what?
Yeah.
Do CM Penta. It's right there. He loves doing the 666. He's got the tattoos. It's right there.
And then Penta becomes CM Punk.
Yes, there you go. I think it'll work out.
Why don't they have fun? They can have more fun on these shows. They're just boring, lifeless. Like AEW, look, they're a match mark fest, but at least they have fun.
Do you remember when ECW used to do the costume battle royales and they would have people dressed in their Halloween costumes of previous gimmicks from other companies? Bring that shit back. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was fun. Do it.
Yeah. Well, I think that wasn't the only locker room that he made a visit to. He also made a visit to Charlotte's locker room. We might be getting CM trans. It would be progressive. It would be powerful. It would be exactly what the left-leaning movement needs. Is this guy leading the charge straight up?
I'm CM Flair, yeah.
It's right there. The money is there. But you don't see him. He wasn't done dressing up. Now he also had to dress up his dog in some turquoise bondage outfit. What is this? What is this? Who is this supposed to be? Am I just not in with it with the superheroes? What superhero dog is this supposed to be?
Well, you provide a caption for us. What is it? I just see a dog in a spiked collar. What?
Is it even a dog? I thought it was a bat. What is it?
I can't tell what it is, but it's CM Punk's pet.
He calls it a dog. Who knows?
It's a bat dog.
It's borderline animal abuse, which is what it is.
Oh, no, he's a cute little guy.
We're joking. It's beauty's in the eye of the beholder, straight up. So I will say though that Punky had a fun time with the seats that were live at ringside at Saturday night's main event. So he said, "Hey babe, can you please sit on Philip Jack?" He's this guy. We tried to tell you he's always got sex on the brain. He can't help it. He's the horniest 47-year-old I've ever seen.
I mean, it's wild, how out in the open he is with it too. Again, we're not making this up. We're just showing you what he tweeted.
Right. This is not us making up anything. This is literally what he tweeted out. So, dude, he's got a crazy sex drive for 47. I'll give him that. Bless you, Punk. I think it's the TRT, but bless you. Punk, bless you.
Yeah.
Well, but Punk also, he said he's going to do another drawing. You saw his awesome drawing for Valkyria, but now he's got another one planned.
Oh no.
Birthday, let me get the drawing supplies. Happy birthday, Tater. So Tatum Paxley is going to be getting a cool CM Punk drawing very soon. You poor girl.
Oh, good for her. Put it on the fridge.
Yeah, it belongs there. So yeah, that's what's going on with the Punker. Oh, one more thing. Punk was hanging out with Bailey recently. It's very strange. He has so many female friends and not too many male ones.
Thanks, Dad. That was the best. You're the best dad ever.
There was not much older than you. There was one Cappy Bear that was very social, so I think he gave us all the moments.
So much to say, so much I want to say, but I won't.
I mean, what I'll say is, hey, if he's friendly with them and they look up to him, cool. But why aren't any of the other men doing this on the Rock? We're not seeing Drew McIntyre doing this, or Ron Breakker doing this, or Cody Rhodes doing this.
I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that he knows that a lot of the wrestlers back there are hardcore fans of his and grew up watching him. So I think that he kind of plays on it a little bit. He's like, yeah, they look up to me, they respect me, they kind of look at me as like that hot older wrestler type of dude. And this is all presumptions I'm thinking that are going on in his head, which would lead him to being in basically videos and photos with 95% of the female roster on both brands, even down in NXT. Everybody basically that is claims to be a woman he's with. Just saying.
I mean, hey, are we having fun with this? Yeah, we're having fun with it. We're not we're not saying anything. We're just having fun with it. All right.
No, it's just my whole thing that I'm just literally drawing a conclusion. How many times have you seen him with dudes? Not too often, but he's always with women. And I'm not even saying it's like he's trying to hook up with them or implying that. I'm just saying maybe it's true what that one guy was saying about him being in touch with his feminine side. Maybe he's one of those dudes. Who knows?
He could be in touch with the feminine side. Who knows? But all I know is that I'm not seeing other men on the roster doing that.
Yeah, we're just doing deduction. We're detectives here at TWRP. But I will say though that Rico thought he was really on something when he was in the airport. He had to point out just how funny he is.
So I'm in Dallas, walking to the airport, and the cool thing about this airport is that they really do a great service to people, and they have garbage cans and trash cans everywhere for everybody. You don't have to worry about your trash because they have something for you to put it. And the craziest here, the size of their garbage cans or trash cans, whatever you want to call it, they're huge. They're gigantic. I'll show you. This is like a whole store full of garbage and just full of trash. Look how big this trash can is. It's basically a whole store full of just garbage. It's cool. Good for you, Dallas.
The charisma, just overflowing with charisma, just unbelievably.
Through all pores, through all orifices, just bleeding out of him. And don't you love it? I would love it if there was a security guard nearby, because I'd be like, hey man, I saw that guy littering over there. He's throwing trash on the ground saying that was a giant trash can. You can go arrest him. That's the one time I would rat about.
I would get the security guard hey, can you come in here and just say a few things? We need you to come save this promo.
He's just so bad. I can understand he's probably just waking up off a red-eye flight, but that's literally ricochet at all times. So I will say that.
Excuse.
No, definitely not excuse. I will say Moxley, he had to widen his horizons. He recently stepped out of just drinking gasoline and decided to try out Indian food.
All right, Max. Happy Diwali here. Indian festival. Indian sweets. Oh yeah, is that? What's this bar food? No, it's silver. Yeah, it was like silver on it. It's good. You said match. What's the best one? I'll go with that. I'll go with carrot. Oh, I like carrot. I'm gonna go with carrot. It's good. Let's see what he gets out of 10. I'm carb up. I carb up. Here we go. Let's see. Much sweet potato. Sweet potato. What do you get right now? What do you get out of 10? I'm not sure what the skill is. Oh, what? Okay, 10's great. What is this? I'm not sure what I'm comparing to. To a tippet? Oh, there you go. We'll say it's 10. Oh, here we go. So get through that. Carrots, sugar, milk, yeah. No sugar. All your stuff, yeah. Have you had anything? No, yeah. There's a coconut. That's coconut. Oh, okay. I love coconut. Hell yeah. What about roll? There you go. Hey, jacked up, man. Armed up for the flight home. All right, buddy. Hell yeah. Box for you. Box. Oh, take it. There you go. Happy Diwali. How about roll? There you go. I
swear, as Moxley gets older, he turns into Bruce Willis.
Dude, he really is. It's a very toned down, bland Bruce Willis. Man.
Well, he's just waking up out of the gasoline coma.
Like, come on, like, you can't make that guy your world champion, let alone 5 times and wonder why your ratings are at record lows. Come on now.
Yeah, it's not gonna work like that. But it's time to show you off some really, really geeky stuff. So let's start out with Johnny, Candace, and Tommaso Ciampa at Disneyland.
God. Oh my God. These are adults, man. These are people in their 40s.
Oh, Disney adults. Disney adults, not just regular adults, Disney adults. What the fuck
I don't want to grow up.
What is Tommaso Ciampa supposed to be? Like, I get that Johnny is supposed to be Mr. Fantastic, even though Mr. Fantastic was never that short. And I guess Candace is supposed to be the Invisible Woman, even though I can clearly see her wrinkles. She needs to use better visible cream. So what is Tommaso Ciampa supposed to be? Can the chat help us out with this? Because I can't figure it out for the life of me.
Well, he should be an AEW. They all should be, but unfortunately, Triple H keeping him where they shouldn't be. So, yeah, that's...
I guess that's what... Look at his face. What is this? Wow.
Do you like my Halloween costume? No, because it doesn't make any sense.
And keep in mind, they're pushing Tommaso Ciampa in a feud with Isla Dragunov on SmackDown for the US title. Oh, God.
Are they going to bring back his NXT black and gold theme, the fucking, the Blackheart shit?
Yeah, you know, they're definitely going to have him go do some breakneck stupid stuff, you know? It's Triple H. It's expected.
I mean, dude, seriously, somebody's going to get their neck broken in that ring. We don't want it. If we don't want it, but if they keep being unsafe, we're warning. We're saying, don't be reckless in the ring. And unfortunately, Triple H doesn't seem to care.
No, he really doesn't. You know, I will say that, you know what? Somebody had a little bit of fun. Big fan of Bob's Burgers, so they decided to get dressed like one of the main characters and do a little dance. All right, she did it pretty good. I can't lie. If you see Bob's Burgers and you know how Tina dances, pretty close.
That wasn't bad. That was not bad. Honestly, that was the best costume we've seen so far.
Yeah, not too bad. Although this one is pretty damn crazy. And keep in mind, it's just Ric Flair after he drank a Bloody Mary and put on sunglasses. Happy Halloween! Woo! Good for him. Still kicking it at 78 or however the fuck old he is, but good for him. But I will say, Kathy Kelly, she put on a really great costume. I'm proud of this one. She went as Rhea Ripley. I didn't even recognize it was Kathy at first. But what I did recognize is Zelina Vega's menacing stare in the background. The fuck is up with that? Like, bitch, you should have dressed as me. What, like some anime Street Fighter cosplayer? What the fuck? Come on. At least she dressed as a wrestler. Come on.
Yeah, she looks like she's about to punch her in the head. What is she doing?
I don't know. I don't know what Kathy Kelly did. Maybe she said something. Maybe she said you look like a chihuahua in an Elvira wig right before she took the shot. I don't know what she said. But yeah, that really pissed her off.
Oh man, that is wild. I love that picture. It's so funny, like it captures so much of the real dynamic in WWE. That they're all a bunch of goofballs, but they're really easily offended.
Well, and I think a lot of them, it's what like Matt Riddle says. You have your little cliques. Matt, like at most jobs, you have your little cliques of people who are cool with each other, but most people keep to themselves. You know, not everybody is friends in pro wrestling. I will say though that Bayley got very friendly with Chris Statlander. Possible crossover in 2026 after her contract runs up. Who knows? I'm just saying that I could definitely see her working with Mercedes one day before she stops wrestling. That's gonna happen.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me, and I think it's smart on her part. You know, keep a door open to AEW in case TKO just lets you go, or you're asking for too much money, they don't want to pay it. So yeah, I mean, it's smart for her to do that. Work the marks.
Yeah, that's how you get better contracts and more money. So good for you. I will say though that Statlander went full on Dragon Ball Z and dressed as Goku Black on Dynamite.
Oh god, I saw it too. It was awful. I'm sorry. Like at least wear the head thing. Like wear the hair to go with it. Like I didn't know what she was going for first. I thought she was like some karate warrior, and then I realized like, oh, that's Goku.
Well, I mean, at least she's finally a space alien for once. I give her that.
Yeah, Saiyan is an alien. Yeah, okay.
You know, I gotta say, 2 of our favorite indie wrestlers, they got down and dirty as 2 characters from Scooby-Doo. So good for Zach Wentz and Priscilla Kelly. Great cosplay, by the way.
I didn't even recognize it was Priscilla Kelly at first.
I know.
Until you told me that, I didn't realize.
She looks like Emma Stone in that picture, straight up.
Dude, she really does. Like a lot like her.
Yeah.
I didn't even recognize Pete Wentz. Was that his name?
I think it's Zach Wentz.
Zach Wentz, good God.
Pete Wentz, yeah. Did he play in what, Fall Out Boy? Yeah,
he did, yeah.
He was great in Fall Out Boy. But you know, though, let's go ahead and talk about a great wrestler who you may have completely forgotten about. We used to call him Porker Cookie Dough, the next big thing. He was telling about his intimidating...
A lot learn. From a class? Mm-hmm. Well,
that's what I'm saying, is he looks like an intimidating monster until he starts talking like, hey, excuse me, can I cut in front of your line? I just had these donuts to buy. And you're probably thinking like, dude, this guy's gonna meet me back in the bathroom. You know, I better watch out. So, no, it's like with Porker Cookie Dough, great, I hope you... What's up?
He's maybe gonna do like a phone argument with him. He's like, yeah, let's see you try, big man. Come meet me in person. Say it to my face. Like,
okay, I'll come down there. I'm gonna kick your ass. You're gonna get fucked up. You think what tough is? I'm a big time superstar on NXT. I'm gonna fuck you up.
I'm sorry, you reminds me of Mike Tyson. Like, if you put them on a podcast together, it could be comedy gold.
It would be. All right, guys, it is time for some Outlaw Mud shit. And for Outlaw Mud shit, we're gonna start out with some big news, at least to us. The man himself, every one of our fans has been wanting this man to get hired in a company, a good company, for a long time. Finally, somebody reached out and hired him. So, on the latest JCW tapings, it's going to air, I believe, in November 30th, around Thanksgiving, around there. Vince Russo was revealed to be the newest investor for JCW Lunacy. He brought along with him Big Vito from ECW and WCW fame, and they got this family-type stable going on. So, looking forward to what they have to offer. Russo already has 9 episodes down, so he's obviously working really hard. And here's the biggest praise that I've ever seen from Vince Russo. This is huge right here. So he said, I said this with all honesty, I never thought I'd ever meet anybody who worked harder than Vince McMahon. And I spent 3 days with Violent J. I've never in my life witnessed a work ethic of this magnitude. Never. Unbelievable. Especially when you consider the fact that not only is this guy booking a pro wrestling company, he's also actively touring at the same time. He had to take a break from doing pro wrestling shows so he could do the Hollywood tour. Oh, and right back on the road with wrestling.
Oh yeah, no, like people don't know how hard Violent J and Shaggy 2 work, man. Like Vince Russo was even telling stories like, bro, at 10 in the morning, bro, he had the makeup on, bro. He was ready to go.
He'll fuck around. No, Jay's got work ethic up the ass, so no, I'm really happy to see that those 2 minds are coming together. But you know, a couple minds in the business had a problem with what was going on. One of them was Missy Hyatt. She deleted the tweet, but I gotta show you this. So she said, when a writer, not a wrestler, made himself world champion and lead heel, do you ask yourself, are you writing for yourself or the masses? When a major TV station did not want them as a writer and possibly used it as a partial reason to cancel a TV show, would you do business with him? I would say to you, Missy Hyatt, this guy has brought up ratings for 3 different companies that he's been in. Why not give him a shot? And not only that, but him putting the title on himself was a plot device, a storyline device. It wasn't some sort of ego or vanity type thing, but you completely look past that, you know? That's why she probably deleted it, realized how stupid it was, so I'll give her that. But we figured Cornette would have something to say about this. And Vito fired back. So Vito said, Jim Cornette, thank you very much for mentioning me on your podcast. It just goes to show that you live in the past. I'm about the future. You talk about me in the 90s, but it's 2025, brother. You say my punches are fake, but I get that doesn't compare to the scaffold match where you broke both of your kneecaps. Ooh, that was one pro bump. Where did you go to wrestling school? I gotta sign up for classes. Best of all, no one has asked you to write anything, join a company, take a bump, or sniff a ring since you got fired from the last place you hung with your racket, NWA. Yep. So Jimbo, in closing, no Vince Russo and I are not hiring. However, you can always try the NWA. And as a token of my appreciation for your years of being miserable, I'd like to send you a case of Dago Pop on the house. You can enjoy it next time you're drooling over Sputnik Monroe putting someone in a 45-minute headlock back in 1952. Oh my God! Just let me know what Louisville Woods to send it to Buono Giamata. I think that's what he says, or Giannata. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but dude, Vito grilled him.
That like he pulled out a flamethrower pretty much. Yeah. Like, that was the verbal equivalent of using a flamethrower.
Fuck yeah,
into a crisp. Yeah. Well, and hey, let's add this on there too. Jim Cornette had his own promotion, Smoky Mountain, so he wants to talk all big about what he would do if he was a booker and all the success that he had. And he wants to talk about Vince Russo bankrupting WCW. He bankrupted his own promotion in 1995. Smoky Mountain went out of business in 95.
Well, let's not forget the downturn that he did for Ring of Honor when he joined the board. He had like a fucking panic attack a couple times backstage because of all the stress that he was dealing. He's not a guy that can handle stress, and especially if you have young egos that he doesn't agree with, one of them being Kevin Owens, he's gonna flip a gasket. So
he did.
That he did multiple times. So yeah, but Cornette, he's all about serious wrestling, and to show you how he's all about serious wrestling, we're gonna show you a flashback of him wrestling a Ninja Turtle. That headlock you saw was like the only wrestling move he did in that whole match. I watched the whole match, and for like 20 minutes, all he did was walk around the ring, duck between the ropes, and talk shit to the fans. That was like the whole match.
He loves his serious wrestling.
There you go. He loves the serious Outlaw Mud shit that he does. So also here on Outlaw Mud shit, we got to go ahead and show you what's going on with Cross, one of our favorite guys out there in the indies. He had to stay classy. This is how Cross rolls. He was asked on Keeping It 100 about what's going on with Aleister Black and Zelina's entrance. And he said, I try to keep it classy and not jump into the divisive subjects. I can't tell people how to feel about what they're saying and what they want to say. If you're not tone deaf and you're paying attention to everyone in the world, people are fucking tired of being told how to feel and what they should see and hear. I don't want to be that guy to tell people that they should feel about what they're watching. I'm sick of it. I stopped watching a lot of opinion shows because I have a brain and I can think and see. I don't want to be told what to think and see. So I won't do that to become a hypocrite or because I'm a hypocrite. This is what I will say. Scarlett and I are very flattered, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, he's being nice. He's saying otherwise, you know what, it comes down to creative. They're the ones that probably put them in that position. He said it wasn't even really probably Aleister and Zelina that recommended that.
No, I think they have like a predetermined role for Cross and Scarlett. And like, okay, well, we had this creative idea, we're using it already. Why not just apply it to Aleister Black and Zelina Vega, a real life couple? Well, it's not going to work the same because Aleister Black is not over. He's not a top merch seller. Maybe one day he will be. I doubt it, but who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, it just with the bad Triple H writing, I don't have a lot of faith in that. At least with Cross, he's got some big matches set up. One of them is going to be against Matt Riddle in Major League Wrestling. I will not watch that show just because MLW is awful, but I will try to watch that one match simply to support both those guys. Leave it at that.
Yep, we could just watch that one match and then not the rest of the card.
That's all I care about. I mean, I hate MLW, bro. I hate it.
It's like every time we watch it, we're just bored.
They never get better. They get worse. That's the problem. They don't get better. Like Court Bauer is one of the. Like you talk about Tommy Dreamer being one of the worst bookers. Court Bauer hasn't beat. Court Bauer is full on international wannabe Tony Khan smart mode. He sucks.
Well, it's like, what sense does it make to bring in overweight 50-plus-year-old Japanese guys that no one's heard of to have a 20-minute match of attrition that no one cares about? Well, why do they do that?
Like I can get it at least with Tony because he's trying to go for the young international guys who are in their prime. Makes sense. MLW is getting all these old international guys that are like way past their prime, like borderline retirement home. You know, it's like it's not a flex, bro. It's nobody's wanting to see that with the in-ring work rate.
And that just goes to like I think they probably think that they're catering to a certain niche by bringing in these people that no one has heard of, that other than a select few. But that's a problem.
But that certain niche would already watch AEW because they have the better luchadors and the better strong style competitors from Japan.
It's true.
I'm just saying. Yeah. It's like why waste your time with MLW? It's all the rejects, except for these two guys. I think they're good. So, but and Shotzi and Scarlett, they're all great. But I gotta give props to two people who are now a part of NXT at least again because of this TNA angle. Props to Mance Warner and Steph Lander. They got married. Good for them. Crazy thing about Mance Warner though, isn't he turning into Enzo Amore? This kind of tripping me out.
He really is. Look at that. What's he doing with that hair, dude?
I don't know. Even the beard and the face, he's looking like Enzo. You know, he just needs the cracked out eyes and the cheetah print tights. He's good to go.
You come up and say, how you doing? How you doing, everybody?
It's right there, man. Right there. So yeah, good for them. I'm proud of those two. Now let's go ahead and show you some outlaw bumps. This one's from back in the day with Madman Pondo. He was brawling with some dude who got dropped hard on his chest.
He's one for an outside moonsault here. Outside double. Oh, chest first into the front row. Cheers. Adam Gucci.
Oh my god. Ow. Ow on a plastic chair with a metal underside. Oh my golly.
Why do they do this kind of stuff, man? Like, they're gonna get killed.
If it's steel chairs, at least you got a little bit of give. But if it's a solid plastic chair, there is no give. He probably had a cracked rib. Hopefully not a collapsed lung or anything that bad. But damn, that shit had you hurt.
Like I remember those like plastic school chairs.
Yeah, no, they hurt.
With metal legs. They hurt, dude.
If you trip on one of those and smash your lip open, they do get a bloody lip, no doubt.
Oh yeah, no, I've literally done that, and it didn't feel good. It did not feel good, man. Like, those chairs can mess you up.
Well, it's not just chairs and tables that can mess you up, but also ladders. So these British people over in Progress Wrestling, they found out the hard way. For what? Maybe like 2 pounds, if that. What's the point?
WWE use gimmick ladders. They don't use actual ladders from Home Depot. Come on, like guys, like use some common sense here.
Well, that's the thing too. You can also pre-cut ladders, in addition to pre-cut tables. You just don't walk up the pre-cut ladder. Simple as that. But these are amateurs. This is what we're dealing with. You want to see how amateur they are? This guy forgot that he didn't have an extension cord on the drill.
Not so tough now, are you?
Gotta make sure you get the extension cord. It's only $5 at Home Depot. Go get it while it's hot. But I will say though that they don't care if there's no tables, no ladders, none of that. They'll find weapons out there, just like Roderick Strong did on the Indies.
The Roderick Strong, he knocked the guy to the outside, and then he picked him up and dropped him on his back.
What? That looks like it though legit hurts getting dropped on the guardrail spine first. Yeah.
It's gotta hurt. Like, 'cause there's no give.
Not at all. No. You know, though, something that I thought would never give is Velveteen Dream returning to pro wrestling. But not only did he return to pro wrestling, but he had a run with JBL. Kind of shocked that the promoter was desperate enough to bring back Velveteen Dream. Maybe Joey Ryan has a chance. Who knows?
Who knows? I mean, hey, if Velveteen Dream can be back, Joey, maybe there's a chance. Who we're kidding?
Well, it's to the point that WWE, they're even getting a little desperate with the ID system. So, you know, they tried their best to get Effie. Effie's always talked about on his radio show about how WWE sent him multiple offers and he's turned them down. Well, why go after Effie if you could just get Effie from Temu?
I'm Aaron Work, and I may be a sparkling superstar, glittery god now, but I wasn't always like that. Back in middle school and high school, that's where I really started to find performing and sports. But I always felt like I was doubted or just looked over. That's where I found my competitiveness. That's where I found my toughness. I was going to show that not only did I belong, but I was going to be the best. And during this time, I still love wrestling. I'm still watching, and I'm still attracted to the grandeur of it all, showmanship and razzle-dazzle that I just never seen before. And I feel like my idols, Trish and Lita, are two primary examples of that. Trish, who's this quintessential mean girl, but she's the champion. She has the legacy. You have Lita, the rebel, the rocker, all the women, past, present, and future. They reshaped the mold. They changed the narrative. They changed the perception. It was because of these women that I realized there was a spot for me. My dream that seemed so out of reach finally seemed right in my grasp.
I'd be willing to venture that everybody who you argue with online that says women's wrestling is better than men's wrestling, it looks exactly like that dude or close to him. Just saying.
I mean, look, like, do I have a problem with, you know, that kind of representation in wrestling? No, if they're over the top charismatic and they cut great promos and they look like a superstar, can that guy say that he's any of those?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like we've had really great representation. I mean, the closest would be like, I mean, maybe Darren Young or Orlando Jordan. No, I take that back. Chris Kanyon is probably the best gay wrestler that I can think of.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the best.
I mean, if they're entertaining, they're gay, straight, whatever. If they're entertaining, they're entertaining. And this is the entertainment business. The guy that I saw right there, he's all like, his entire thing is he's gay, and that's why you gotta like him. Well, no, like, give me a little bit more. Give me some good promos. Give me some, like, show me how good he is in the ring. Does he look like a superstar? Like, you gotta have everything else. You can't just be one note.
No, I'm talking about legitimate gay men. For people that don't know, Chris Kanyon was a gay man in real life. I'm not talking about a gimmick. We're talking about people who are legitimately gay in real life. He was like legitimately gay, and he didn't let that stop him. Especially in WCW, they were very homophobic and racist back in the day. He still became a top champion, still had a great feud with Glacier, still was a decent mid-card guy, so didn't let it stop him.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
But let's go ahead, go to old school road stories. Talk about Vince. Got a lot of Vince on here today. So Vince, cool guy. He just wanted to make sure that the fans got their money's worth. So Big Show was over at Madison Square Garden, steel cage match between Dolph Ziggler and John Cena, and they knew that they would be coming close to the curfew, so they went behind the scenes and they went and asked Vince, you know, hey, you want us to go longer? You want us to give the fans what they want? And Vince didn't care about the $500,000 charge for going past the curfew. He said give them their money's worth for a house show. That's crazy. And they got busted open. You know, they had a good old match. Went 30 minutes. So Vince is that type of guy. He gets pointed out way too often how bad of a dude he is. He's done a lot of good for people as well.
No, he really has. Oh, no, absolutely. And they took it for granted. They took all of it for granted because they were so frustrated with him and so enamored with NXT whack and old and the overhyped bangers of TakeOver that they didn't see clearly. And we saw it clearly because there was no rose-colored glasses. We were just looking at this objectively, factually. We knew what Triple H was as a booker, and now people are seeing it.
Absolutely. You know, that's what we're just trying to point out is that, you know, people are having buyer's remorse with Triple H as they should because he can't match up to a creative genius. You're even seeing in his old age, this guy can still put out some good stuff. But he has some crazy rules. This is proven with this guy out of all people. If you guys remember Maddox, I think it was Brad Maddox, he was really high on him at the time, loved him. But all it took for him to do was go out there and use prick in a promo. That's all he did, and he completely gave up on him, fired him that show. JBL said it a couple times, he just got pulled aside because he's a veteran. But I think a lot of it had to do with also, I think this is not getting mentioned, the fact that he put out a sex tape with Paige.
Yeah,
around that time, just saying.
Yeah, that's not like alleged. That actually happened. And
right.
that probably didn't help when you're working for a family-friendly, publicly traded company with Mattel as one of your sponsors. Right. Probably not a good idea to put out a sex tape, just saying.
Yeah, I think he knew that was a bad idea overall, so I don't condone him for doing that. Not only that, but Brad Maddox wasn't all that. I mean, look where he is now, nowhere. So, just saying.
Right.
Yeah, seriously. But hey, you know, one thing we know, Vince loves anything that comes out of butts. Doesn't matter if it's poops, doesn't matter if it's farts. He does not care. So apparently Vince would allegedly fart in the middle of meetings to make writers squirm. So this is reported by Ken Kennedy, Mr. Kennedy. He said he would fart. His diet was like a lot of protein, and there would be a group of talent, younger and greater talent in writers. The thing about the writers is that they were always on eggshells with the exception of a few. They had the hardest job in the world, basically working 365 days a year, constantly trying to write with no off-season or downtime. So Kennedy said that Vince would take pleasure in watching people squirm and would follow up with harsh creative criticism and sudden flatulence just to rattle the room. They're coming up with ideas, and Vince is like, "Are you fucking stupid?" So these people are trying to be creative, like, "Oh, I have something to say. Here I go." And he goes, "Are you fucking stupid? Who would come up with something so stupid?" And then he would just fart right afterwards. He loves stuff like that. Loved it. According to Kennedy, no one ever confronted McMahon about it. Instead, Vince would openly acknowledge what he did, making it clear he got a kick out of the reaction. No one called him out. He'd be like, "That's my guess." Very weird. He always had something about farting and pooping. Even back then, people knew. And now it's like it just all came to life with the Janelle Grant case. Everybody knows he's a poop dude.
He's a poop dude. I love that. Yeah, no, Vince has always been kind of weird with the whole like fecal poop fart. He's just one of those kind of guys. And damn it, if he wants to make his creative team squirm by farting and pooping in the ring or in the room, that's his prerogative.
Well, see, that's the thing is we support him in that because a lot of the people that were trying to earn their way weren't very talented. I mean, look at that one. That one writer who was a former actor, Freddie Prinze Jr. Nothing special.
God.
You're not missing much. And I heard about his Mark promotion that he's trying to start up. Please, no, we don't need it. What we do need though is we need some AI news. We need to show you what's going on in the world of the AI Sora world for that matter. So we're gonna start it out with. Let's see what we got here. We got. What is it? John Wayne and Frank Sinatra. Apparently they had a square off back in the day. I didn't know about this, but here it is.
Out here, it's not about tuxedos and cocktail glasses. It's boots, grit, and who can stand when the dust clears.
It's cute, cowboy, but in this ring, it's rhythm and timing.
And I never miss a...
Never misses a beat except for that one time.
That one time.
I will say though that I didn't expect to see this one. So apparently Honky Tonk Man, I don't know, must have got like a Ouija board or something. They conjured the spirit of Elvis to be his tag team partner.
Ladies and gentlemen, I told you I had the greatest partner of all time.
No way.
Give it up for the king himself, Elvis Presley.
How you doing, baby?
I always knew that would happen. I'm glad to see that it did happen though, at least in an alternative universe. So there you go.
So is that proof that Elvis did not die?
I think that's proof right there. I think he's still alive somewhere in another universe or something. So at least in AI universe for that matter. But also this AI universe, you know, we forget about the fact that Bernie Mac had to do some jail time. He had a very interesting inmate that spent time with him, Hornswoggle.
Watch close now. Lucky wrist, baby. Bam, 4 and 5. Hey, man. You finna get big man. Snake eyes, big cousins. Boom, double six. Give me that. Oh, you got jokes now, huh? All right, one more.
I never knew he did time. I wonder what it was for.
What did Hornswoggle do time? Like, what did they do? What did Hornswoggle do? Is he ever going to tell us? He's not going to tell us.
I'm guessing it was all the bullying backstage. Somebody probably ratted him out and he got fucking put in jail for it. Who knows?
He lost it and did something unforgivable. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I will say though that Bobby Heenan, he was a man that tried very different business ventures back in the day when he wasn't doing wrestling. One of them was being an auctioneer.
All right, folks, here we go. Championship belt, 5,
You want to sell those cheap ass belts, Triple H? Get the ghost of Bobby Heenan. He'll get that shit done.
Or even AI Bobby Heenan would do a better job than Triple H.
Straight up. But I will say AI Bobby Heenan, he had to go up to Big Vis, had to ask him to hide his candy because they're going through airport security.
Big man, do me a favor, okay? The TSA, they hate sugar. They're like Dennis with badges. Could you stash this for me?
The bag of jelly beans?
Yeah, just tuck it right under, the left one. They'll never look at it.
Oh, wow. So is he trying to hide candy under his head? I think that's what's going on there.
You'll never believe how he smuggled it out.
I'm not going to check there, I'll tell you that much. It's good to see, though, that the veterans, they all love certain comfort foods, and it appears that Bruno Sammartino really loves mashed potatoes.
That's how you do mashed potatoes. Smooth, a little bit of butter, touch of garlic. Perfect. I could eat a whole pot of these.
Who doesn't love mashed potatoes?
Well, especially when you got Bruno Sammartino selling them to you. What's that? Like, get the Ultimate Warrior. Fine. I mean, Ultimate Warrior, Macho Man. Could you imagine Macho Man selling you mashed potatoes?
Oh, did you buy him instantly? Macho potatoes right there. But now they got Kurt Hennig apparently selling deodorant.
You want to feel fresh and stay dry? Do it the perfect way. Perfect Protect keeps me covered. 48 hours, no sweat, no stink. I'm ready for the gym, the ring, or anywhere life gets hot. Be perfect.
I don't want no sweat. I don't know about you.
Sweat.
Sweat.
Gotta love AI.
Oh, it's great. Interestingly enough, back when Fallout New Vegas came out, WWE did a promotion with him, and apparently Matthew Perry appeared as Benny and did a drop on The Undertaker.
Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
See, that's how beloved Benny is. They'll cheer for him over Undertaker.
That's right.
So, we gotta go ahead and show you, though, some kid shows. You've seen some great kid show entertainers in your time, but you've never seen Macho Man on Blue's Clues before.
Oh, yeah! Step aside, furniture. The Macho Man's taking the scenic route through your living room. I got a clue to scribble in the crayon big enough to park a truck on. Dig it?
There you go, Macho.
Dude, that would have been way better. Way better than the skinny guy they went with. Could you imagine Macho Man is that guy?
Oh, he'll sell it to you easily, Well, and one thing, every once in a while here on AI News, we'll throw in something Stop Pro Wrestling. And this one is a great actor known as Alan Rickman reminding himself about the turtle joke for the party.
Alan, it's Alan. Don't forget the turtle joke. Yes, the one about the bar and the escalator. You know the timing only works if you pause before the punchline.
Straight up.
Need he say more?
I think he said it all right there. And to close out this AI News, we're going to go ahead and show you what happens when Marilyn Monroe decides to do a shooting star headbutt on Betty Davis.
Miss Davis, I am so sorry. I should have worn a helmet. Friends? Friends.
That's cool, dude. Okay, can somebody do Marilyn Monroe versus Blake Monroe?
I'll have to see if my guys can get that going, but yeah, we'll see what's up. We'll see if we can get that going. But it's time for wrestling fans being idiots, where we cover the biggest idiots out there in pro wrestling. So we're going to go ahead and start it off with, let's see what we got. Oh, the whole Brock Rhea controversy that happened from the WrestleMania 42 poster. So let's see what we got right here. First one. I'm going to say it. Names such as Rhea Ripley should be heavily featured in marketing campaigns like this. Rhea Ripley is over as any name on the active roster. Promote the women, they're a big deal too. Not as big as the dudes.
Well, she's like compare her ticket sales wise, merch wise to Brock, to CM Punk. She's not even in the realm that they are. There's like a total difference between them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, especially in comparison to these two men in the picture. CM Punk and Brock Lesnar blow her away. Even I'd say Cody Rhodes blows her away in popularity.
It's kind of true. I mean, he is the face of the company.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Yeah, just saying. So
I just don't get why so many people are making a big deal of this. It's a promo video. Who cares?
They want the representation, even though the numbers don't match. It's WNBA come to WWE. That's what it is. It all really started, though, with Ipu and his great opinion. He said Brock Lesnar's name has never meant less in professional wrestling. He doesn't draw money, affect attendance, or pop ratings like he did 10 years ago because of Triple H's terrible booking when he was undeniably box office. He doesn't actually matter, and I wonder how long it takes for TKO to stop lying to themselves and end the charade that he's still a big deal. Rhea Ripley's a bigger star than Brock in 2025. I would say to you, Ibu, go ahead and check out our video. We prove in real time that she is not a draw, and it's not anywhere close to Brock Lesnar.
No, and again, it's like what you just said with the creative. The creative is what's dragging everybody down. Brock Lesnar should be a big deal. It's not a feeling like Ibu thinks it's a feeling of Brock Lesnar. No, it's a feeling of Triple H and his creative.
That's marks for you. These marks, they're the type that look at booking decisions and they look at people like Drew McIntyre, LA Knight as jobbers. Brock Lesnar, he's a jobber. It's because of how Triple H has pushed them and made them. That's why. Wrestling is not legitimate. It's not real. These bookers make who the champions are, despite if they're injury prone, despite if they can't cut a good promo. All it really takes is being the golden boy. If you're the booker's golden boy, you will be there. Doesn't matter if it's Vince or Triple H. They have their favorites.
They do. They really do. And it's unfortunate that the Triple H's favorites are being pushed to where they are because they shouldn't be. If any reasonable booker, promoter, whoever it was in charge of WWE, Sami Zayn would be nowhere near the top. Braun Breaker would have already been fast tracked. Cody Rhodes, I think, would have already been dethroned. Like they would have made so many beneficial changes to the company that Triple H is not going to make.
That's what we're saying. Is we're just trying to look out for the long run, the longevity of the company, and all of Triple H's decisions. They all lead the wrong way. You want the proof that they all lead the wrong way? A downturn in attendance, a downturn in pay-per-view buys, PLE buys for that matter, a downturn in Netflix views and SmackDown on USA views, downturn in attendance as we showed you earlier with that terrible SmackDown attendance. And not only that, the injuries. It's proof that the people that he chooses they always karmically become the worst choices for the company, regardless of which way it goes. It's almost like karma kicking in. It really is.
Just like everybody gets ruined.
Yeah, that's the way it is. So continue on with this. Hazel said Rhea replacing Brock would have made this promo video 100 times better, by the way. How would have Rhea replacing Brock made the video any better? The video sucked anyways. What, just people seeing Rhea's face to Goon2 and AI would have been amazing to you? Is that what it's all about?
The only thing that putting Rhea in the video would have done is it would have made the marks happy. The people who probably aren't buying tickets to WrestleMania anyways.
Well, I think that's where Triple H is at. I think not only did he cut that WrestleMania promo towards us, but I think he also cut it towards the IWC to let them know that he doesn't care if they suck his dick or not. He's going to book the way he wants, and they're either on his train or off it. And that's how it is. And I think what he's doing now is he's especially pushing it forward in the direction he wants. He's even being seen with Trump. He does not care. I think he wants to push these fans away, and he's doing it the way that he wants to.
No, I mean, he really is. It's a shame that he's doing it.
Yeah, I mean, he's petty, that's how he works, but some fan felt the need to show off a 4-month ago full match up against Brock Lesnar returning at SummerSlam in a segment. So we're now comparing a 3-minute segment to a full match. We on our show, Brock Lesnar outdraws Rhea Ripley, we were comparing top views. And the top views for Rhea Ripley were all YouTube shorts. None of them were anywhere close to Brock Lesnar's top 5. All of Brock Lesnar's top views were all full videos, not segments. Not even tiny segments like that 3-minute one. They were all like around 15 minutes.
Well, and you can make the argument that, we're cherry picking, but I can make the argument that they're cherry picking with that. At least what we did is we took the biggest number that they ever drew on YouTube versus the biggest number that the other person drew on YouTube, and we compared them.
Right, and that's the thing too, is that these fans are trying to say, just give it a couple of years, she'll get numbers like Brock, but even better. Not with wrestling dying, you idiot. Your favorite booker is killing pro wrestling and your favorite star's momentum at the same time. Wake up and realize this.
No, but they don't. They just want to be in their mark delusion. It's unfortunate that we got these fans have taken over the industry. And people could say otherwise. Triple H should say, oh, I'm not booking for the fans. No, that's bullcrap. Everybody knows that he's booking for the fans. It's clear in his booking. It's clear in what he does.
I think overall he's booking for himself, but he likes fans that kiss his butt and like his shitty booking decisions like Pro Wrestling Finesse or Fade for that matter. He'll put over, like, he'll support their booking decisions because they go right in line with what he wants anyways. So I think that's what a lot has to do with. He now only supports the butt kissers. But here it is. This fan felt the need. No, it's because a sexual assault lawsuit. People pay more attention to Brock Lesnar. So they're trying to say that a sexual assault lawsuit that happened way long ago is the reason why Brock Lesnar is currently trending over Rhea Ripley.
Look at those spikes. Look at the biggest spike. When is it happening?
That's right there. I mean, just look at the chart. That's in real time right there, past 12 months.
So
that was right SummerSlam was that spike.
That big spike right there was exactly right around SummerSlam. It was exactly SummerSlam. What is this idiot talking? Like I hate to be a jackass, but I mean, come on. Can people use common sense?
No, they cannot, because they're idiots and they want to cherry pick and find what they want to work for them to support their fan argument. This fan Jer said, like this tweet if you agree that Rhea Ripley is a bigger star and is far more talented than Brock Lesnar. And nothing. The only thing she would be more talented than him is really having an OnlyFans following. That's it. If both of them sold their bodies on OnlyFans, Rhea would blow Brock Lesnar out of the water. You have my word on that. But when it comes to wrestling ability, Brock is still a treat to watch. Even if you're a pure graps lover, Brock is the fucking shit to watch because he's still athletic and powerful as hell. And then on top of that, we talk about talent. He's a better promo than her, sells more merch than her, bigger star than her, crossover appeal, has been a UFC champion, an NCAA champion, an IWGP heavyweight champion. This guy has done it all in pro wrestling. Rhea Ripley wishes she was even a fraction of his resume had that. She does not.
No, I mean, like, how many championships has Rhea Ripley won outside of professional wrestling in sports? None. I'm talking in pro sports.
No, she hasn't won none. She's a professional mark. But then on top of that, we got to look at the fact too that she has looked botchy and especially weak in matches. This girl's whole gimmick is that she's a power wrestler. She can barely lift up Io Sky. I don't care if Io Sky's sandbagging her. If this woman is really 160 or 70 pounds of pure muscle for 5'6", she should be able to sling Io like she's nothing.
Oh, she should have been able to, but I saw that match too, and she wasn't able to. She was struggling with it. Now, maybe she was injured, maybe she was tired. Who knows? Who knows? All I know is that when the match was happening, there was a lot of botches going on, and I think that just, in my opinion, Rhea Ripley is not the megastar that people want to make her out to be. She's not showing it in WWE. Is she the top merch seller? No. Is she responsible for WWE selling assloads of tickets for WrestleMania? No. Does she pop the ratings when she's on? No.
She's good for the live shows, and that's about it. I think that she's good to keep around. Don't get me wrong, but you don't build your division around her. She's too young. No. She needs more seasoning because she never had that seasoning or growth in NXT. She had every opportunity handed her. She never really had to truly work for anything. The most work she's had to do is buy black hair, dye, and black lipstick. That's about it. And get tattoos.
And that really is, in my opinion, the biggest indictment of NXT Black and Gold is that they kissed the asses of a lot of the wrestlers and didn't really challenge them enough, in my opinion. Now, they may say, oh, no, they challenged me plenty. Well, it's not showing.
Physically, banging up their fucking bodies for cheap pops in the Barclays Center. They didn't challenge you. Your promo skills didn't challenge you to become a better actor, a better character on TV. They didn't challenge you to even define your character for that point. You literally are just goth girl. You're your chick that likes Hot Topic. That's your character.
Well, and like, am I going to deny that Rhea Ripley has a big fan following in wrestling?
Of course she does.
Of course she does. We're not going to deny that. Is she on the level of Brock Lesnar and CM Punk?
No.
Not
even close. But Corey Brennan, this fat potato was saying, if you think Brock Lesnar is a bigger star than Rhea Ripley in 2025, you're out of your mind and or are afraid of women.
Why do you look at that?
Because it's their insecurities. They are indeed afraid of women, so they throw that out at people. I mean, look at this guy. You could tell he's afraid of women. He's the type of guy that thinks, if I become a super hardcore progressive liberal, I'm going to go ahead and get that college pussy. It don't work like that, bro. Especially when you look like that. I'm just saying.
No, and again, like, I mean, not to like rag on this guy too much, but I'm just saying, it's like, can you have a better insult than the fucking trite, tired, boring, you're an incel if you don't agree with me?
That's what they all go to. I mean, it's really small brain activity, I hate to say, but
it is.
Terrence said Rhea Ripley is a far better wrestler and a bigger draw than fuck-ass Brock Lesnar.
That is remarkably false.
Well, of course she's got a Mercedes Monet pick base, so that should tell you that she's a beacon of intelligence right there. That's all you need to see right there. Over here we got Ace Humphrey says some debate happening on social media. Who's a bigger WWE star 2025, Brock Lesnar or Rhea Ripley? Alex said, Rhea, I have countless amounts of people in my life who don't watch wrestling, but if you ask them who Rhea Ripley is, they can tell you. You ask them about Brock, not a clue in your fucking minds. Now, what he failed to mention is that all the people he talks to are probably all his own age group, all online, all in the IWC bubble, and none of them are in real life. They're all pro wrestling fans. That's what he failed to mention.
Well, I can't even think of like regular 20-year-olds that aren't into wrestling. They don't even know who the fuck Rhea Ripley is.
I think maybe some people know about her from like the goth community or whatever. They see this like buff goth girl and it ties into, people's muscle mommy fetish. That's a very big fetish outside of pro wrestling, surprisingly. So maybe there's a tie-in with that. I don't know.
But Brock Lesnar is known outside of wrestling too.
Oh no, Brock Lesnar is, like we said, here's the great thing about Brock Lesnar. Not only did he become UFC champion, not only did he dominate amateur wrestling, not only did he compete for the Minnesota Vikings, he also won their beloved New Japan World Heavyweight Championship. He competed in New Japan and won the top gold. He's done everything that they want to do. He's done it and then some.
That's because their favorite podcaster has not told them about Brock Lesnar's achievements in NJPW. That's why.
Just so stupid, man. I'm so sick and tired of him not getting the credit he deserves when he's gone other places and he's done other things. But you know what, though, they always gotta have their bad Hulk Hogan jokes. So Gage said, his run has been terrible so far.
Can they have some class at all?
No, and this classless dork got 83K likes for bashing on the dead, because why not?
Of course, it's disgusting. It really is. Just like, how about we just leave the dead alone, okay?
Well, if you're gonna play with the dead, at least have fun with them. Have them reenact fun shit that they would think is fun to come out of the grave to do. Have them eating mashed potatoes, damn it. But these fans, they want Biff Busick to make a comeback. So they removed Shibata's brain. No, they removed your brain. Said, remember when Biff Busick was in NXT and would consistently have the best matches on every show he was on? No, I remember Biff Busick in NXT when he would break people's faces with unsafe working moves and like put them out for 3 to 5 months. Remember when he like came to the match with Hideo Itami and hit him with a move in like 8 seconds and broke his face?
Yeah, we're talking about Oni Lorcan, right?
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah, I remember that guy. If he came back, what are you getting other than he's good in the ring? What else?
Well, if you're gonna bring it, he says, please come back to wrestling, Biff. We need you to work Rush on Collision in a 5-minute sprint. I'm cool with that as long as you have him in a shitty rat mask. That would be money.
Yeah, that would be money. I mean, yeah, if he's on Collision, I don't care.
Yeah,
if we're talking like main roster WWE, if we're talking like main roster WWE, we're not gonna watch. But if we're talking main roster WWE, no way, come on.
No, not at all. I will say though that the fans, they're stoked about Cody Rhodes winning. Not too many of them. There's only like 2 fans, but one of them said, "Ho's mad." Or, dude, I'm not even so much mad at Cody Rhodes. I'm mad at the fact that Cody is banged up, probably needs to take time off, probably would like to spend time off with his family, but he can't because Triple H is dedicated to having him be the guy to be the head of the company. That's what I'm frustrated with Triple H. I'm not mad at Cody. I'm mad at Triple H for being a terrible booker. This is the opportunity to give it to Drew McIntyre. I get that online. You could add a fresh face leading you into WrestleMania. If you really want to, you can add Cody win the title back. It does not hurt Drew McIntyre to give him a couple month run.
No, it wouldn't hurt anything. But keeping on Cody, it's like you're keeping on a guy that is the face of a brand that is pulling in almost 1 million viewers. Literally, they're almost pulling in under 1 million. Like, and this is the thing. It's like I get people are fans of Cody, and you know what? Maybe if they gave him a really good storyline, that would freshen things up. But they're not doing that. So you might as well put the title on another guy. You know, if they're not going to give him a compelling storyline, you might as well switch things up.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. Is especially if he is indeed injured, let the guy heal and enjoy his holidays with his family. You know, especially he's got a daughter. She's very young. Let him spend some time with his kid. You know, especially when they're that young, that's the time he can really make an impact on their life. Let him spend the holidays with his family, man. I would say though that Dave has terrible taste in tag teams. We know this, but he recently said, "Yeah, you're a bunch of the greatest tag teams in the last 20 years." No, not on any planet are they the greatest tag teams in the last 20 years. There's a reason why they're in AEW, not WWE. Let's put it that way.
What makes them the greatest tag team, Dave? Can you tell me?
Their in-ring chemistry. Is that it? Didn't they name moves after Dave Meltzer? I think that's all it takes. If you're a tag team and you have a Dave Meltzer name move, you're easily one of his top 5.
Yeah, now you're getting 7-star matches every time you go out there. You have to do anything. You just stand in the ring. It's a 7-star match.
He's amazing. I fucking love him. You know, though, these fans, they get really angry. And Corey, not only did he have to get mad at the fans earlier, but now he had to talk about the disrespect of AI. So Corey said using AI when real-life wrestlers do these very real and very dangerous dives is honestly disrespectful as hell. Do better. Bro, it's a computer program coming up with fictional creations of what human beings could look like doing indie moves. Except they're just very obese. Have a sense of humor, please.
Well, and maybe they shouldn't be doing these dangerous dives on the indies where they barely have any health insurance. Like, maybe they shouldn't be doing it. Maybe they should be letting AI do the dangerous stuff that you shouldn't be doing in real life. Just saying.
I know, but that's the thing is that they want these warriors to do the bumps, but they don't want them to be shamed for it. So they look at it like, oh, he's a warrior on the indies, getting paid $20 to fall off the top of a cage and break his neck. No.
So what if he's paralyzed? Who cares? I don't care about his family or his friends or his life has now been changed for the worse. I don't care because I got to see a banger.
They don't. And even a wrestler, Taz recently was talking about that in the hospital. He says that's when you truly realize who gives a shit about you is when you're in the hospital. It's not these fans who want you to break their neck for you. It's your friends and family who you've been putting to the side so you can go and fucking work these crazy wrestling schedules. Sucks, man.
It's crazy. Honestly, it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me that you got indie wrestlers out there literally putting themselves in positions where they could get killed for very little money.
Yeah, it's all for the glory of pro wrestling, so to speak, in the hope of getting signed to a televised company. That's what it's all about. Hate to say it.
Sad.
Yeah. You know, let's go ahead and talk about Fade. Fade was talking about how Nikki Bella flexing after the Eagles win today. So is flexing like a new term for blasting nips? Is that what it means?
No, it's his way of doing. We know what you're doing, Fade. We see you. We see what you're doing.
Yeah. Also, for those that don't know, apparently, yes, this has happened. Ludwig and Tiffany have broken up. I didn't want to include it in the news because nobody has heard of the Mexican chick that he's dating. But it's some interviewer chick over in AAA. You remember the interview that he was doing where he was dancing like a queen the whole time? Over in AAA?
See, and what have we been saying about wrestling? What has been the long, ongoing thing with wrestling is that when you're on the road for a long period of time, that something happens, you get lonely, you meet somebody, you form feelings, a relationship happens, one thing leads to another, and then boom, there you go. You're cheating on your wife or you're cheating on your husband. And it happens. It's happened before in wrestling. It's been widely talked about.
I mean, it's always a possibility they could have an open relationship. Who knows? I don't know what's going on. I just know that, and when we talk about the whole open relationship stuff, this is something that we were even talking about back on our video, Wrestler Speaks on 4chan. This is a wrestler that broke it open about the business and said that open relationships have been around in all locker rooms for a very long time. This stems back to the 80s, 70s even. Goes back a long, long time of just, this is wrestler culture. They believe in this. I think it's weird personally, but don't be shocked when you find out a lot of your favorite wrestlers are swingers. We're not condoning them on their lifestyle choices. We're just saying that where there's smoke, there's fire. Maybe they're not cheaters. Maybe this is what they consider to be a healthy relationship in their mind.
Well, and a lot of wrestling fans don't know this. So they'll immediately hear us saying this and get like super butthurt and offended. No, go do some research into this. You'll come across some wrestlers that literally divorce their fucking partner and got with the new person they're with because of they form feelings with the person they met on the road. I mean, fucking Crispin won. What's her name?
Nancy Sullivan.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. Something may even happen with Jey Uso and Jada Parker. Who knows? I mean, we don't know what's going on. Maybe
Stephanie.
We don't know what's going on. I think a lot of these wrestlers have open relationships, and it's a way for them to kind of save their sanity and not have to worry about a divorce and the whole splitting of assets and all that other BS. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Let's not delve any further, but that's what our personal feeling is. I feel that a lot of wrestlers are still in open relationships. Anyways, Fade, he has to continue on. He loves saying that shit's cold. It's not hot anymore, now it's cold. WWE just dropped the coldest video package for Isla Man. So it was just Isla Dragunov working out shirtless in a gym in black and white slow motion. And that's like the coldest video package he's ever seen in his whole entire life.
Just the overrating, man. It's just the overrating that you show them just the bottom of the barrel, low effort video production and they'll claim it's cinema.
So they do. I mean, they love the slop, especially Fade. He loves the slop. I personally feel that he's working for creative on the DL. That's what I feel.
Good. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? But you know, though, he had to talk about the hoops that we missed over on SmackDown. JD is a real hooper, brother. It isn't to do a slam dunk. Don't you have to usually jump in the air, not jump off a top spot? You jump up to a top spot.
That's usually how it works.
Why are they equating wrestling to basketball and food for? It is pro wrestling. It's not food or basketball, you weirdos.
Well, they try to compare it. They want to take it so seriously. They want it to be so seriously respected. It's never going to be. It's always going to be guys and girls fighting in their fake fighting in their underwear, not even fighting.
That's why the ratings go down. Is because that's what's left. Is people taking it too seriously. It's carny. Just look at it as carny, and then you'll truly enjoy pro wrestling for what it is. But they never will. They take it way too seriously. Finesse is another very annoying fan. He said SmackDown needs her. Has Finesse and the fans out there? Have you ever seen Pro Wrestling Finesse ever tweet anything you've actually agreed with? He has the most ass-backward booking sense I've ever seen. Like, literally every tweet he puts out, I'm like, dude, you're the worst pro wrestling fan out there. You're what Triple H wishes every pro wrestling fan was like.
Well, it's like, dude, it's like she's in NXT for a reason right now. And when you hear her cut a promo, you can hear it. I'm not being mean. I'm not being evil and cruel. She needs NXT right now. She needs a little bit of work in the promo department. She's getting there.
4.9K.
I know.
Wow.
I know.
You know, the fans are kind of gullible, I hate to say it. So Patrick the Heel put out this post and said, AJ Styles donates $20 million. So not 2,000, not 20,000, not 200,000, but $20 million to the LGBTQ community. Plus, I hope they find a cure soon. AJ Styles.
Oh, God.
And here's the best part. Hey, Clark, is that true? Is he gay? Is this true? Will he say this?
They don't get it, do they? Oh, my God.
Did you not look at the fact that it's $20 million acknowledge that well, these are probably all like broken Indian bot accounts. I'm just saying, literally, they all are. I'm just saying, it's just come on, dude.
Come on, like a little bit of logic there. No, I think these are real people. If they're doing the whole @Grok thing, that's probably a person. In fact, I would say that is a person.
You'd be surprised at how far bots have come along, man. They're very convincing nowadays.
Bots are now using AI.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on that people don't know about.
The bot doesn't have an answer, so ask Grok.
That's why I say it's a broken dumb Indian bot. So that's what you get. But Finesse has a lot of bad opinions. It's another great opinion right here. They taste Tommaso Ciampa versus Arla Dragunov for the US title. Tremendous. What is tremendous? Somebody's going to get injured and not be on WrestleMania. You'll be putting out a crying post saying, "My goat is injured. 395 days until he returns." That's all you're going to say. We already know what you're going to say afterwards.
Yeah, we know what they're going to say. It's predictable. And again, like you know what you're going to get. You're going to get an injury probably. If you let those two guys go in the ring and have a banger, one of them's probably going to get injured.
That's what I'm saying, especially these two guys. If they go full on like these fans want them to do, if they do takeover style, peeling back the mats and going on the exposed wood, if they do that shit, somebody's going to be out with a broken neck or a broken spine. I'm just not trying to put it out there. I'm just saying both these guys are damaged goods. They've been doing this beat your ass style for a long time. They do one more banger match, it might be the last. Just saying.
Well, they're only like Tommaso's like in his 40s now. That's the thing. So like I remember like even back after the takeovers, you would all of a sudden like hear like reports of like he's injured, she's injured. And it's like yeah, no kidding.
That's how it is every week. I mean, every week we literally have breaking buzz news. I didn't have it this week because it was only two. It was just Paula Gravin and Bianca Belair. But literally every week we're reporting injuries from both sides. So it's not something that takes a week off. Every week WWE has injuries. And then there's even the supposed injuries of Tiffany Stratton and Cody Rhodes. We haven't got those confirmed. Even Stephanie back here. So who knows?
They're all getting banged up.
That they are. Well, and that's what we try to tell them, is that this style and the style that they're doing on TV, put them in more promos to build towards the matches. If they can't cut a promo, get them a valet or a manager that can cut a promo for them. It's that simple. Jeez.
They've become too, the booking team, the creative with Triple H, they've become too reliant on just put a long match in there to fill out the show.
That's the way it is, man.
It's banging up the roster.
Yeah. Hey, do you remember the top 10 sucks on Tommaso Ciampa? What was it? It was like one of those cheap dollar store fucking magnet drawings that you could do.
What was it? What was like the Mr. Wooly thing where you swing the hair around?
Oh, it's funny. But speaking of Steffi back here, let's go ahead and show you this right here. This fan said, "My goat has ultimate aura." Yeah, it's dark and depressing and gross. That's what it is.
It's got a really bad neck tattoo.
Terrible neck tattoo. These fans, man, they're so clueless. They're so dumb. They don't look behind the veil. They don't even know that there is a veil. Sad. Punk, he had to show off for the camera. The fans, they loved it. Pal said, "The way my jaw dropped." I guess they have they get turned on by dudes with tattooed pudding bellies. Go to jail. You'll be in love.
I wonder what his thoughts are on Brody King.
Dude, he probably thinks Brody King is like a tattooed teddy bear or some shit. No one of these fans.
Please, my teddy bear.
He probably would.
My teddy bear has goat aura.
Oh, the words that they use. But now we got to talk about Triple H champs. This is what stars are in fans' minds. Is Triple H making superfluous title reigns for shitty talents? And so they had to do a comparison of, Asuka held the title for 914 days undefeated. She's a 5-time WWE champion. She's a 4X tag champion. How much time in the company does she have compared to Goldberg, idiot?
Right. I'm exhausted with this whole thing. I just don't care anymore. If you think Asuka's a bigger star than Goldberg, have a blast, have fun. Like believe whatever you want to believe. Goldberg was the face of WCW. That's a fact. It really was.
It's just sip shit. It really is sip shit. You don't believe these guys don't believe this shit. They're just being fucking simps, man.
We've said repeatedly that we're fans of Asuka, so we're not shitting on Asuka.
No, not at all. They don't get it, man. But the fans, some of them are smart enough to catch on. So now I've finally realized, wow, they're just repeating a segment they had literally a month ago. Product is so cooked. You're just now finding out. Lord. I don't know. There's something wrong with their brains, I tell you. Something wrong with their brains. But I will say, though, that, Tom from Deep Cuts, he always has intelligent opinions. So here he said, with all due respect to Edge and Christian, the Brood should have been Gangrel and this dog.
Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah. Real funny.
How does this geek get so many damn likes?
They're like peas in a pod. The wrestling marks in this guy, they're like peas in a pod. That's what they are. That's what they are. A bunch of goofy match marks that want wrestling to be taken really, really seriously. But when there's goofy things that they like, that's totally fine.
They love the goofy shit if it's in their favorite company. That's how it goes. They're hypocrites. That's what they are, straight up. So let's go ahead and show you what happened with this teacher when she decided to play Naomi for her classroom.
World Heavyweight Championship up in here, what's up? Naomi, hey, where my merchandise at? Where my merch? Where my merch at? You got my merch? No. You got my merch? You got my merch? Where my merch at? This company is so disrespectful. Where my merch? Hello? Where my merch? You know where my merch is at? Oh, this is how we do it now? Okay, that's fine. I'll go find it somewhere else.
Hey, not bad. Not a bad cosplay. She got into it,
She got into it. She did a really good job. And that's just goes to show you got people out, just teachers, just regular people that cut better promos than the wrestlers.
I know.
Come on, man.
It's a sad world. And some of these teachers cut even better promos than wrestlers that wish they were back in the company. One of them being James Ellsworth, who had the stupid name said, "Evolution of Isla Dragunov." I hate to say it, Isla Dragunov is not a tough dude to me, but you wish you were Isla Dragunov on your best day.
Right. Because where are you now, James Ellsworth?
Probably in some bumfuck indie getting paid with crack rock, if I had to guess. But
he faded away. He just disappeared.
He really did. Some bullshit indie, I would have to guess. But he tried to make headlines though, dressing as green shirt guy. It's confirmed. I'm the green shirt guy. Well, for Halloween anyway. They kind of look alike. I'm just saying. In the face, if Ellsworth were fatter, I think he could fill out that wrinkly t-shirt a little bit better. Just saying.
He probably could. You just got to get a lot more weight. You just got to eat like a pig.
Yeah, just
fit the part.
Get dedicated, And then this fan said, "Co-workers, who are you supposed to be? Me, a very wealthy man. No, you're supposed to be a plant. That's what you are." He kind of gives it away by showing he's wearing a green shirt. He's trying to let people know, "Hey, I'm a fucking plant."
He's got the gimmick going on.
Yeah. So they don't know. It's just like Brock Lesnar guy. He wears the same fucking outfit every single time. It's not coincidence. They tell him to dress that way. Jeez. Oh, but it's Halloween time, or at least it was. And people made sure to really get in the season. So here is Grimm's toy show, and he decided to give away a bunch of action figures. Said 1 toy per kid, please. And Happy Corp said they're all butt figures. And Grimm said yes. At least he admits it. Look at that.
They're knitting it.
Finally.
About time.
Yeah, took him long enough. So that's what's going on there. Giving away their butt figures and not even washing them off. Disgusting.
Falling hard times. Had to sell your butt figures. Shame.
Poor shit. But though, let's go ahead and show you what happened with God. What was this? This right here. So JD said, "I looked up fumbled in the dictionary." No, you looked up petty in the dictionary, you prick.
Right. I mean, come on. Fumbled. Yeah, it's because he's crapping on AEW. It's his gimmick now. Dude, come on. It's so forced. It's so transparent. Like, come on. Like, this is the problem I got with this guy. It's like, look, I got nothing personal against JD. I got a problem with him using his big platform to whitewash everything Triple H does. Triple H can't do anything wrong. It's never his fault. It's Bruce Pritchard. It's Vince McMahon working in the weeds. It's TKO. It's Rock Selfishness. Road Dogg. It's everybody else other than the head of creative. Like, it's ridiculous, man. Like, it's as ridiculous as, like, back in 2017, blaming anyone other than Vince McMahon for the ultimate creative decisions being made. He wouldn't have done that. He pinned it all on Vince. What's different now?
There's always got to be a fall guy, no matter what. And when the fall guy is popular enough to his narrative, he's never going to name him. That's just how it is. So I will say, though, that the fans, they're pulling their usual racist bullshit as usual. So they heard that Jim Ross is racist from Devon Dudley, and this fan says, you could just tell he was racist as fuck. Why? Because he had chops and bitch tits and was wearing tight pants? Like, how does that make him racist?
It's nothing. They just want likes. That's all they're doing. And you got 11,000 people who liked it. Pathetic.
He doesn't look even racist. Like, honestly, that guy looks like he would work. Jim Ross looks like he would work at Starbucks nowadays. With the boobs, the female haircut, I'm just saying,
That guy that we're looking at right now is a legend. I don't care what anyone says. Jim Ross is a legend. He was the voice of the Attitude Era. He was the voice of everybody's favorite era in wrestling. Whether it be Attitude Era with the Suppression Era, it doesn't matter. He was the voice of it.
They don't respect legends, though. They piss on the legends. That's a new gimmick for them to do. And here they are just being blatantly racist like they usually do. So we got African Americans and Blake. Why do you even have to bring race into this? Why can't we just support these talents for how good they are? You fucking idiot.
Well, it's like when we talk about it, we're talking about like not booking a black guy to be your top champion. That's what we're talking about. They're just grasping at straws here.
Well, and then not only that, but this is like the type of shit that you don't make fun of. If anything, you should promote it more. Oh, like, you want a full poster of this all black talent? At least they're giving you something. Triple H wouldn't give this to you. HBK, though, will.
Yeah, HBK will. And why don't they ever call that out? Why don't they ever say that, you know, Sean is giving us what we want, Triple H needs to do better? They'll never do it. They're scared.
They're such idiots, man. This is what we deal with. I don't know if this video is truly a meeting of seat fillers, but it was claimed to be, so whoa, I can't believe that people like that actually exist, but they do. You figure that they're just online. No, people out there are actually like that in real life. That's sad.
Sad, man. It's sad. This is what AEW's pulling in. This is who they get to fill their seats. Shame.
Yeah. Well, you know what, though? The scenes aren't going to be filled for much longer. It's time for the ratings rundown where we talk about these awful ratings. So kick it off with Raw. How bad did Raw do?
All right, so we're going to kick it off with Monday Night Raw last week. They did 2.6 million viewers. Now, it's an uptick from the 2.3 to 2.4, but honestly, it's nothing to brag about. And if you want proof of that, draw a line down a piece of paper, put 5.6 at the top, draw a line under that, 2.3 at the bottom, draw a line under that, and then put 2.6. Like, where would 2.6 be on that line? At the bottom.
Yeah, not very high. That's for dang sure. No. Well, that's my biggest thing is that people they're trying to put over like the slightest increase at all. Not when you drop that low. When you're only going up by maybe 300,000 or 200,000, that's not celebration. Do a 500,000 and we can talk.
Yeah, do a 500,000. Like, yeah, I mean, like it's because it's most likely going to go back down anyways. And what this was more than likely the title match or the fucking number one contender title match. I think.
Well, no, but I mean that's what we talked about too. Is like after they had that big meltdown, they're doing everything they can to save the rating. That's why they're having to rush all this title stuff. They're really having to push a lot of stuff that they were trying to save off for a little bit. That's why you see everything being thrown at every episode now. They're really trying their best to shove all the stuff that they were going to prolong to WrestleMania just to even get the viewers now. They're desperate.
No, they really are desperate.
Yeah. So that's rough for you. How did SmackDown do? All
right, so SmackDown, the last. Let me just make sure this is the latest number. All right, pull up here. Yeah, that is the latest number. So the latest number for SmackDown. SmackDown's last week's number, 1,147,000. That is down from 1,180,000, which was, I believe, Dragunov's debut. And then so you're seeing that the numbers are just sinking right back down.
Jeez, it's so bad. And that's the thing too. Is like we want to at least say something nice about WWE. I mean, because at least it seems like they're trying, but you can't really stick up for them when the ratings are that bad and the turnouts are that bad.
No, you can't. And we've seen this trend before time and time again. You bring people back, it pops a number, and then the number just sinks right back down. In fact, we've seen it hit lower and lower lows in the past. So it wouldn't surprise me if this number hits a million or hits under a million, honestly. In fact, it will. I pretty much guarantee that it will hit under a million in December. Sometime in December, it's going to hit under a million.
It very well could. I would not deny it one bit. So that's what's going on right there. Let's go ahead and talk about what's going on with NXT. How are they doing?
NXT, all right. So last week they did 525,000. This week they did 527,000, up 2,000 from the previous week. It's an improvement. It's an improvement, but it's nothing to write home about. It's concerning. I mean, we've seen that ever since they've implemented this new big data in the panel data. You're seeing a massive drop in the. Now, that's not the only reason why. And you can also factor in the World Series, you can factor in the sports too. But I still think at the end of the day, I just think fans have lost faith and trust in AEW and they've just given up on it.
Yeah, I mean, what was left has gone over to WWE or the Indies. That's how it's going.
And we'll talk about AEW for sure, but for NXT, with them, I just think that they're clinging on really tight onto just the core audience they have. 527,000 is awful for NXT. That is almost where Dynamite is right now.
Yeah, it's
going lower.
Yeah, it's really, really, really bad. They need to do something to fix the show. If you make Collision the full-on lesbian show, it's something at least to watch. But they're hurting. And NXT, yeah, they're not trying anything new. AEW's not trying anything new. No. We just want an alternative, man. That's it.
We do, and with AEW, it's a shame that this past Dynamite pulled in 477,000 viewers, down from 534,000 viewers the week before. This is 549.
That's all good. It just got adjusted by 20. So you were
okay.
Yeah, you were really close. So yeah, that was the adjusted number 459. Really bad, man. Really, really bad. And it's looking like it's getting to the point where they're getting Collision numbers. Because we remember when Rampage got numbers like this. We remember when Collision was getting numbers like this. They're getting even lower now. The ceiling just keeps on dropping for AEW. It's collapsing on them. So they're going to be in the basement.
Yeah, man. This is not. I mean, especially when you're renewing your rights deals. Like this is not where you want to be. Like I get Tony is he's running AEW as a hobby and he wants to book it for himself. I get that. But Tony, you got to wake up and smell the smelling salts sometime. You got to wake up and smell the coffee. This ain't where you need AEW to be. And if this keeps going, you're going to get smaller attendances. You're eventually going to get kicked off TBS, and you don't want that.
I think he looks at it like, you know what, I can get a deal with YouTube and Triller. At least I can sell the pay-per-views on Triller. I can do the live events on YouTube. I'll take a hit in the production, but whatever. We'll just do smaller arenas and book less wrestlers. I think he'll find a way to compromise just to save his ego.
I think he will, and I think that right now we're watching them turn into what TNA became. Like what happened with TNA where they just shrunk down and shrunk and shrunk and shrunk. I think that's just happening. I don't just think it's happening. We can see it happening to AEW. It's unfortunate, and I hate to see it. I hate to see it because that is a company that if they were firing all cylinders and had their shit together, they could be putting pressure on WWE to give us better shows. The raising tide raises all ships.
Straight up, that's what we want to see. Is we want to see the best Raw Pro Wrestling out there. So that's unfortunately where we're at. How did Collision do?
Collision did 228,000 viewers.
Ouch. Dang. Well, and they're trying, man. I'm telling you, though, putting Tegan Nox on the show, that was a bad idea right from the get-go. We could have told them right off the bat that Tegan Nox will do nothing for the ratings. She didn't do anything for the ratings in NXT or on the main roster. She's not going to help your show out, bro.
I mean, it's good to see her getting used, I guess, for the fans that like her. But when you look at her, like, what is she really providing? Oh, she's a great wrestler. They got a lot of great wrestlers in that company. None of them are over.
Well, my biggest thing with Tegan Nox is she never really earned a good gimmick, never really got that going, never learned how to act, never learned how to cut a promo, and has a big series of injuries. She has a lot to work on before getting signed back to a big company. I would have liked to see her work on those weaknesses before getting signed back. I even thought TNA would have been desperate enough to sign her, but no, apparently Tony's making all the wrong signings. You know, instead of signing Enzo Amore, he goes and signs her, so this is what we get.
I can't believe that. It's just so narrow-sighted and selfish. I mean, Tony Khan is selfish. You can call spade a spade. Tony Khan is selfish. He does not give a shit about the fans. He cares about him and what he wants and what the other mark-minded, overhyped wrestlers in his company want. The fans don't matter.
Yeah, he's never really cared about what the fans want. These promoters, you have to understand, especially at the very top, people like Tommy Dreamer, people like Triple H, people like Tony Khan, they book for themselves and nobody else. If you happen to like what they're booking and you're a smart-ass fan, then yeah, they love their yes men. But make no mistake about it, they're perfectly fine with that Vince McMahon strategy of booking for half the arena just as long as it's their fans. It's seemingly something that all promoters do. The only difference is that Vince has good taste.
Well, I would say the other difference too is that TKO can't afford that.
Right. So, I mean, they're doing all they can, but I'm saying just even with that SmackDown turnout that we showed earlier, they're getting that because of these extravagant ticket prices. You can't do that every single year and expect to, get the same amount every year. You'll get an uptick for maybe that first year, and then everything will die out because they already got the experience, and seeing it twice in a row, it's a little bit too expensive, especially with a recession and all going on.
Right, and that's the thing, is like it's tone deaf. Like they have a strategy, the Flywheel strategy. They have their strategy. They're going to run WWE the way they run UFC, and I get that, but the problem with this is that WWE is nowhere near as popular as UFC. It's just not going to work.
No, well, even then, UFC has lost popularity because of the TKO deal. So, TKO has been detrimental to both the WWE and UFC, and I wish people would realize how detrimental it is, and that it will do nothing. More people are catching on, that's good. But it's not just TKO bad. Also say Triple H bad as well. Say the both of them together.
Yeah, but they don't.
No, they don't. Is that it for ratings?
That is it for ratings.
Okay, so we head on over to Super Chats. So Alejandro was saying, made a video on how corporate WWE has become. He said, if his match looked too rehearsed like it is today, Vince would chew his ass out. Well, that's one thing that we see and hear a lot about backstage is that Triple H is not a very abrasive boss. He's not hands-on. If he is hands-on, it's him giving him a big old fake hug for doing a half-ass match. He's not the type to give these wrestlers constructive criticism, and this has proven to be back since NXT. He just wants to caress their egos and be liked. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. No, he doesn't want anybody to actually get better or be better than him for that matter.
He just wants to be the beloved papa figure to them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he wants.
It's weird.
It's weird. Like a 50-year-old man hugging some 30-year-old guy. Like, it's weird, man. It's, like, if it's your son, or if it's like a grandson, or if it's a family member, or like a longtime friend. If we're talking about a fucking employee of the company, come on now.
Well, that's the biggest thing about Triple H is he's been doing this since the NXT days back with Johnny Gargano and Tommaso and Adam Cole and all that. But this guy has a lot of kids and animals. He's already a father. Why does he need that extra adoration? What is he looking for? Is he insecure? What's going on with him?
I think he's very insecure. These are all the things that very insecure people do. They demand external validation. They demand that people love them.
Exactly. So, this Triple H, he's always going to be front center in front of every poster. That's the way it is. So. Yep. SJ Plays, much love, brother. He was saying, hey guys, Brad here. Great to catch up with you both recently. I would love to do it again. Thank you so much. And we would love to have Brad on. Here's the thing, is we had him on the tail end of one of our Wednesday streams or Thursday streams. I think it was Thursday. Yeah, one of our Thursday streams. And we weren't sure if he wanted to go live or just have a private conversation with him. And come to find out he did want to go live. But no, this guy's a great talker, great charisma. So yeah, we want to show him off one of these days. We'll do that for sure, Brad. Thank you so much for your donation. Yeah, he's a great guy, great speaker, very smart dude. Catman was saying, Kenny's butt man while Punk is trans man. Yes.
Instead of the bat logo, the spotlight, it's just like a butt.
Yes. Oh, and just instead for trans man, it's just literally the bat logo with the trans flag on top of it. So keep it easy.
Like the bat logo with those little pink bows on top.
Well, because you know how CM Punk, he's got the flag logo for the Chicago flag. Just replace it with the trans colors. There you go. Boom. There you go. Easy. That might be an impression. If it is, Catman, just let us know and we'll get it for you. So Alejandro was saying BC Amplified said Goldberg has no respect for the business and grilled him about the Oscar just saying he complains too much about the business. What I would say to BC Amplified is you take wrestling so seriously. It's okay to feel a certain way about a booker because of the ones that influence the decisions that you're seeing on TV. But pro wrestlers just go in there and do their jobs. And a guy like Goldberg, he's earned that respect. He's earned that ability to talk shit. Look at his resume. Look at what he's done. I mean, shit, he was the reason why a good reason why they were, played a big part of winning the Wednesday Night War for 83 weeks. It's not just NWO, it was Goldberg's reign as well. So, no, I think you really need to give Goldberg respect. And that's the thing, too, is if Goldberg were around as long as Asuka, you better believe that his resume would be triple hers, if not quadruple.
Yeah, Goldberg is retired. I mean, well, the way I look at it is Goldberg is retired. Like, and should Goldberg have shown her respect? I mean, in the grand scheme of things, yes, because she is in the same business that he's in. But, like, he doesn't know her anything.
He's sincere backstage. That's the thing is he knows he's not going to see her backstage. A lot of these wrestlers are super nice to people in other companies because you never know who you're going to see down the run, even on an indie show. You don't want to have bad blood. So people like Cross, he's a perfect example of a quote-unquote professional wrestler, the most professional wrestler, because he always keeps a kayfabe and never brings his personal shit into anything. He's honestly what a lot of pro wrestlers should aspire to be like. Goldberg's earned the ability to talk a little smack. If he said they gave some girl my record, big fucking wooey. What are you flipping out about?
Well, what I would say is just ignore him. Just understand it's a part of his gimmick to get people talking about him. I would just ignore him.
Okay, I mean, if that's what it is, it's just shock and value, so be it. If he's personally flamed about that, it's a little bit stupid, just saying.
I mean, because just think about it logically. Like, does Goldberg know who Asuka is? Of course he knows who she is. He's aware of what he's saying. I think he knows enough of like the fan base where, if he says it a certain way, it's going to get people talking. What are people doing? They're talking about Goldberg.
Could be. I mean, Goldberg's a charismatic guy. Always has been. Yeah, very much. And a lot of people are getting worked into that, sad to say. That's why we've always said, don't take pro wrestling seriously. It's all the big work. It's all the big carny show at the end of the day. So,
don't go after other YouTubers. Don't abuse certain things.
It's just a waste of time. Alejandro said, Nathan Frazier almost broke his neck on SmackDown. Wrestlers need to chill out on the work rate crap that's killing the product today. I hope no one dies. The thing about Nathan Frazier is, he's probably one of those guys that just wants to get his shit in while he's young. A lot of these guys, especially if they've been trained by Seth Rollins, they're going to wrestle like Seth Rollins. It doesn't matter if you tell them otherwise. And that's one of the things is Nathan is a very athletic guy. So he's going to go and try to do all the shit he's seen Seth Rollins do. Probably do it better, to be quite honest. Just saying.
Yeah, probably. Because, Seth is at this point in his career. He's had a lot of injuries. He's not the same guy he was.
I can say right now, Nathan is super clean in the ring. He really doesn't, I can't think of too many times that he's hurt people. He does that flippy dippy shit, but he does it clean. So I'll give him that.
Yeah.
So, Emma Garza was saying the World Series had higher views than WWE Weekly. It's a World Series. I mean, especially with the Dodgers being there, people are going to watch. Especially them being in the World Series, people are definitely going to watch. They're going to have the parties. They're going to get down to that shit. So, and especially with wrestling being as weak as it is, this is a great opportunity for any sport to swoop in and really get that attention.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and that was, I got to say, I did watch the tail end of that World Series. That was exciting. That was, even for baseball, it was exciting.
That's good. I'm glad people really enjoyed it. You know, and that's the thing too. It's like, I'm not the biggest baseball fan, but if you show me a good baseball match, I'm all for it. You know, so Marcus was saying Tony's favorite, supply him the best quality of Coke. Oh, that would probably be what, like Mexico Coke, sugarcane in the glass bottle, right? That's the best.
The best. The highest quality.
That's why if you're going to drink Coke, you got to get it in the glass bottle from Mexico. Pure cane sugar, you can't beat Coke out of a bottle. It's the best.
No, Mexican Coke, the best.
It's honestly the best thing about living so close to the border is a lot of time Costco, they'll have the cases of Mexican Coke, and whenever we see that, we're like, yes. Or what they'll have is they'll have the Fanta pack with all pure cane sugar sodas. So if you ever see those at the store, the big old packs for like $25, it's like 24 bottles, pick it up, dude. It's worth it.
Totally.
Yeah. So Yorker Cat was saying, I honestly think WWE would be reduced to a cartoon. I'm surprised that they haven't done a cartoon yet. Like a modern day kind of like WWE hero type shit. Or even, what is it, Camp WWE, something like that. Bring it back.
Bring it back?
Yeah. Who knows? I mean, we'll see. They can barely write their show, let alone a cartoon. So, Alejandro was saying, Vince should have stopped the show after Owen Hart's death. He made his Grease-sticking wrestlers to continue working after seeing that happen. Terrible. Yeah, I saw clips circulating online of The Undertaker having to go in the ring, and he was just visibly shaken. Like, he was supposed to react to Stone Cold coming out as a special guest referee, and just, he looked like he was somewhere else at that point. And I felt bad. Like, that's, especially a guy like Owen. When you really look into Owen, he was a very well-liked guy backstage, always pulling pranks on wrestlers' ribs, trying to make them laugh. Just always the class clown backstage. So he was very well-liked, very well-respected, and his death, it really left a bad ripple on the roster. So, yeah, I think that was maybe, I think Vince maybe should have gone out. Maybe he said, you know what, we're ending the show early. Come up with some quick storyline example for doing it. Maybe have him get beat up in the back in the production truck, and they have to cut early, and then you can explain it on Raw. I don't know. Vince is a creative on-the-fly guy where I think he could have made it work. I don't know why he decided to keep on going.
Yeah, it could have worked, but no. It's a shame, and it is a shame that people like Owen Hart did have to die, or that they did die. Good God, no one has to die. But it's a shame that he did die because Owen Hart was such a talented wrestler, such a great promo, so good in the ring, just looked the part. He was honestly like he was better than Bret, if we're being honest.
I like both of them. I don't know if I could put him over Bret. I don't know if I could put him over Bret because I was a real big Bret Hart fan growing up, man.
Bret's awesome. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I'm kind of torn on that one. I really like both the Hart brothers. I think they were both really good. Owen had who knows how big of a upside he would have had. I think that him and Brian Pillman Jr. Brian Pillman would have had great careers if they were actually allowed to flourish. You know, if they lived a little bit longer, then I think that they could have had incredible careers. So really, who knows what would have happened? You know, that's where it pretty much is. So shame. So it's time for impressions. And first we start off with Crazy Pretzel, who said impression. Jack Perry goes to Meijer to buy Coca-Cola in real glass bottles. Speak of Meijer, I think it's like kind of like a big box store like Costco. So he sees Diet Coke and Sprite in glass, but no Coke, and goes nuts on the manager. All right, you be Jack, I'll be the manager.
Cool.
There's a lot of crap in the store. Come on, where's the Coca-Cola in the real glass? I drove 50 miles for some real glass. I have to show now. Okay, I got Diet Coke in glass. I got Sprite in glass. Where's my fucking Coke in glass? Come on now, it's bullshit.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Is there something I can help you with?
Yeah, something can help me with. There's no Coke in real glass.
I'm sorry, sir, but right now we're having a distribution dispute with the manufacturers from Coca-Cola. We want to offer you a big bucks discount, but they won't cave in.
Listen here, okay? I don't care about discounts and all that. I need my real Coke in glass right now. I need my real glass.
Well, I hate to say it, buddy, but you're going to have to go to Mexico.
No, damn it, it's too far away. I need my real glass, and I need it now.
I don't know what to tell you other than security! Stop this freak, please! Oh, this little shit over here.
I'll pay for real glass.
I love it. It chase to use my taser.
I just bought it. Real glass.
Poor Jack. So, impression. Don Callis goes on Sesame Street. He treats the kids like shit, and the parents kick his ass. Okay. I'll let you be Don for this one, and I'll be, I guess, like Big Bird and the kids and shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey kids, how's it going? My name is Don Callis. I am the leader of the Phallus family. Now, I want to let you know that I am the smartest man in the world.
He's actually lying, kids. He's a big bald idiot. Can you say big bald idiot? Big bald idiot!
I'm not stupid. I will have you know that I had my IQ measured, and it was so big that it could not be measured.
Well, I think that you're full of trash. Don't you think so, Oscar?
Yeah, he's totally full of trash. Ain't that right, kids?
Yeah, you're full of trash!
Screw you, little kids. You bunch of brats. You wouldn't know taste and class if it punch you in the face.
All right, but hey, man, you got a problem with my kid, man? I'll kick your butt.
Yes, I do. He
All right,
insulted me and hurt my fragile ego.
All right, man.
Oh, ow, ow, he's hitting me. Ow, ow, help.
Well,
Zero, help.
We're seeing a fight. Wow! Wow, he kicked his ass!
Can you spell fight?
F-I-G-H-T. So Crazy Pretzel said impression, more what I'll call a skateboarding contest. So, how's your Tony Khan impression? Not Tony Khan. How's your Tony Hawk impression?
Not very good.
Okay, so for Tony Khan, just be a really bored white guy. A really bored old white guy.
Yeah, I'm Tony Hawk.
Perfect.
Yeah, skateboarding legend.
Awesome.
Broken every bone in my body, but I won't stop skateboarding because I need it. It's my drug.
He was even skateboarding as Larry David for Halloween. He's gonna die on a skateboard, I swear. But anyways. All right there, everybody. I'm here to call the 2025 X Games. They needed a little bit of Italian machismo, so they called upon more to call this. And I'm here with skateboarding legend Tony Hawk. Tony, what can we expect to see on tonight's X Games?
Well, thank you, Mario. That's right. Legend skateboarder Tony Hawk. I'm going to put on a real classic here, guys. I'm going to put on an amazing bout on that rink right there. I'm going to go out there with my skateboard on that half pipe, and I'm going to do moves that you've never seen.
Wow, I can't wait to see that. But up next in action, we have some of the toughest young competitors that you've ever seen. Look over here. We have a 90-pound kid from Korea. He can do kickflips and ollies like you've never seen before. Ling Chongqing. And over here, we have another competitor. His name is B.R. Williams, and he's from Toledo, Ohio. And don't worry about the fact that he may have a tail growing out. He actually uses it for balance on the skateboard. It makes him absolutely amazing. I don't know where to go from there, but so Crazy Pretzel said, impression, Bret Hart becomes principal of an elementary school. He fights with the administration to get a kid named Phil Goldberg removed from the school. Okay. All right.
So who do you want to be in this? Or who's
I'll be Bret, you be the principal.
Oh, no, Bret becomes the principal.
Oh, my bad. Okay, so yeah, I'll be the principal. You be, I guess, a member of the administration.
Okay.
All right, everybody. I'm glad that all your teachers have gathered here today in a Canadian legend's presence. I'm telling you, I've been looking at the roll call and about the students that are under this fine banner of a school that I preside over, and one of them, his name is Phil Goldberg. I want to know who Phil Goldberg is, and I want him removed from the school right now.
Yeah, he's just a third grader. So what did he do wrong? Tell me.
Are you questioning my principality?
I'm not questioning nothing. I'm just asking why we kicked out a third grader who did nothing wrong.
Are you saying that you like a sharpshooter? You saying you like to be humbled in front of this administration? Is that what you're saying?
Let's calm down. Phil Goldberg didn't do anything wrong.
There you go. Sharpshooter! Tap! 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 I'm still gonna break it anyways. Get off of me! I'm gonna break his fucking leg! Fuck you, Phil Goldberg, stupid third grader! Damn it, Brett.
Marcus. I forgot to turn off background noise. Damn it.
Oh, you're all good, man. No worries.
All right, no worries.
Okay. So, after Cody retains the title, he celebrates with Punk. They get way too close and Freddie Nosman becomes jealous. It's all about me. Okay. So, I could be Cody for this. You be Punk. You want to be Nosman too?
Sure. So after Cody retains the title, he celebrates with Punk. They all get way too close to Freddie Nosman becomes jealous. So, cool. All right.
Okay. Oh, I can't believe that I retained the title, Punk. Did you see me? I mean, I might throw my knee blow out on me, but I kept on going because I'm a trooper, and I pinned that tall overrated son of a bitch through Galloway. So now the tongue guy in the company, yeah, the tongue guy tell you about the title, and then I say, it covers up your pudding belly so well.
Yeah, that's why I was lobbying so hard to win the fucking title. I need to cover this bitch-made pudding belly body up, and I'm gonna say, it looks good on Papa Punk, yeah.
Oh, you better believe, when I was back there, putting up your belt, I got a good look at where that D-pack was, and I would love to have been that bump on your back, back in the round mine, you know what I mean?
So what you're saying is you want to get a little bit intimate with the champion. You want to get to know the new world heavyweight champion, huh?
Well, you know, I hear about the legend in the locker room, and I'm gonna find out if they're true.
Well, maybe we should, put it to the test and really get to know one another.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Heard you talking about some stuff. Just saying, I was a 14-time champion, and can I get involved? Well, you gotta understand that. This is nothing sexual. It's actually a business meeting that we're having. And you know, I was going to talk with Punk about making designer wear for dogs. You know, like we could have Farrell and Mary coming out as an open gay couple wearing designer dog clothing. I think it's a great idea.
What's wrong with having an openly gay dog couple on Monday Night Raw, you fucking homophobe?
Well, nothing, guys. Hey, you know, we gotta be progressive and trendy now. Yeah, we'll have openly gay dog couples on Raw. Fuck it.
So, Paragon said, one half impression. In order to stop Bret Hart Rampage, Nosman, Cody, Punk, Roman, Jay, Rhea, Bayley, and Finney team up to stop, and Bayley gets a few shots in. So it's almost like fucking like an Avengers ensemble right here.
You gotta do like the dramatic Avengers.
Dun, dun. I love it. All right, okay, so for this, I'll be Cody, I'll be Roman, I'll be Jay and Rhea if you want to be everybody else.
So you'd be who? You'd be Cody, Roman,
Jay, Rhea, and if you could be Noseman, Punk, I'll be Bret Hart too. So I'll be Bret Hart, Cody, Roman, and Jay, and then if you could be Noseman, Punk, Rhea, and Bayley, that'd work.
Noseman, Punk, Rhea, Bayley. Okay, Noseman, Punk, Rhea, Bayley.
No one can stop me! I will go and search the world until I find Goldberg and crush his entire bloodline! You cannot stop the Canadian legend Bret the Hitman Hart!
Guys, look at the TV. This is his footage right now in New York City. He's wreaking havoc. He's tearing it down. We gotta put a stop to it. So, I'm bringing you guys together to put an end to his rampage. Cody, you have any ideas?
Well, you see, I had this Halloween costume of Homelander lingerie made, and I was wondering if I could wear it out on the battlefield and chop my sexy balls.
That's a good idea. Yeah, I think he'll be impressed by it. And a little bit scared. Punk, what ideas you got?
Well, I was figuring, since I'm a UFC badass, I'll just show up there, take my fists up, and punch him in the face. Yeah, he'll be really fucking scared, because he's a fucking old whitey bitch.
Shit, man. I like to see that happen. Believe it.
Oh, it will fucking happen, because I'm CM Punk. I'm not fragile. I don't get constantly injured.
Yeah, shit, man. You want to come with a real plan, you should have come to Roman Reigns. I'll tell you what's up.
Punk, he doesn't, he makes a good point. Not a bad argument.
Fuck you. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna go with my AJ and Roxanne. Yeah, we're gonna go to the hotel, and we're gonna do things. Yeah.
Now, Triple H, you want to hear my big plan?
All right, what's your big plan? Tell me.
My big plan is just to stand in the background with my arms folded and look cool, and that's it.
It's a good idea. I like it. In fact, I think it's perfect. Jay, what do you got?
Yeah. I was like, just like, and whatever, dog, like,
I think you need another bottle of vodka. Here you go. Pick up, buddy. You gotta stay strong. You gotta keep that power, that Samoan Superman power.
Yeah, kill my brain cells. Yeah.
All right, Rhea, Mommy, Tommy, what are we gonna do? Well, what I was thinking is, since I'm pucking a lot down there, I figured I'd beat Bret Hart to death with it and make him my little bitch. I'll be his dummy mommy. Yeah. All right, you're in. Bailey, what do you got?
Oh, you want to fucking show it? I figured, me and Christopher Montesante fucking gang up on that fucking wild Meryl Streep looking fucking bitch. You think she's fucking tough, motherfucker? I was dealing with people like him back in New Jersey. No fucking problem. Hey, Noseman, you can fucking trust on me. I'll take care of this.
All right, guys, take care of it. Avengers, Nosevengers, assemble.
2 hours later.
Oh, man. They're that big motherfucker, yo, destroying the New York City and shit. Well, you know what? I gotta do what I do best. Staying here with my arms folded, look stoic, yeah.
Oh, I tried to do it. He's impervious to my mommy-dummy magic. It didn't work.
You can't do anything against a Canadian legend. I destroy cities and jobbers. I tied my back. I even stuck a sucker up his butthole. It didn't work, man. What do I do?
Hey, we took a few fucking shots at the guy. He didn't go fucking down. What the fuck?
All right. You left me no choice. Sledgehammer, you're coming with me. We're gonna take him down.
Oh, that's a nice sledgehammer you got there, Triple H. How would you like it shoved up your rectum?
Oh, God. Take it out. They shoved it in sideways.
You know, I always said you had to stick up your ass. I guess I was right.
Steph, pull it out.
No, it's funny. You got sticks sticking out of the side of your ass. It's hilarious. Yeah.
My ass looks like a hammerhead shark. Pull it out.
Yeah. No, it's funny. You're my hammerhead shark ass dog. Yeah.
See, this is what happens when you're like us and you watch so much adult cartoons that you're able to create the shit on the spot. That's what it really is. Adult cartoons are good for you. Please watch them.
Good morning, USA.
The best. Dude, American Dad right now is the best adult cartoon on, without question.
It's great. The new stuff, right?
Oh, yeah, the new stuff. That's what I'm saying. I even said the new Family Guy special. If you get a chance to check it out on Hulu, it's pretty good. I enjoyed it.
I'm gonna check it out. I mean, I've been hearing they've been putting more effort in.
Same thing with South Park. I need to check it back out, see if they got good again. So who knows? But Dragon Man was saying impression. Cody and Ricky surprise Punk with pool party with all the NXT women. Bailey finds out and told AJ Lee she's pissed and used tasers to shock everyone in the pool. Fuck. Okay. All right. So you be Cody for this. I'll be Ricky. And we're working together a pool party for Punk, and we got all the NXT women there. And then Bailey just stops by at the last minute. So yeah, I mean, yeah, however you want to do. I'll be AJ Lee. So you can be Bailey, Punk, and we'll go back and forth to NXT wars. And
so you're Ricky, AJ Lee, and then one of the NXT wars, and then I'm Cody, Punk, Bailey. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, hey, big boy. I saw you yesterday at the NXT Halloween Havoc, and it was amazing. So I'm so glad you brought me here to have this party with Punk.
Oh, thank you so much. I use my connections down in NXT as Little Gay Rock to get all the ladies, because they consider me one of the girls. We always go out on Fridays for animal mojitos or so, and we were having our usual drinks, getting kind of like the girlfriends we are. And I said, hey, how many of y'all actually met CM Punk? And like everybody raised their hand, but I was like, okay, how many actually been invited to CM Punk's house? And only half of them raised their hand. So for the other half that have never been to Punk's Pleasure Palace, let's make it a hell of a time.
Oh, completely. I just wish some of those sexy NXT guys were here, but we'll just have to make do with what we have there, big boy. So let's bring in the NXT whores.
I look at bikini. I look so good in my bikini. I look so good in my bikini. You look so good. How do my new fake titty fuck? I look fantastic. How does my BBL look? I look fucking amazing. Okay, how does my face look? I'm smiling all the time. Oh, God, looks amazing. Oh, you got all that good work done. I'm only 23. You look 43. You look great, girl. You're fed.
What the hell is going on? Bailey, why are there so many cars parked outside my house?
Let me go take a look to see what the fuck is going on. Let me get to the bottom of this.
Oh, okay. Oh, we should have brought some of the boys here. Oh.
Don't worry, I bought a big old cooler of some Zimas. I got some bottles in James. I got some Smirnoff Ices. We're gonna get crunk up in this pool.
Oh, I can't wait. Oh, at least I have two of the boys here. Maybe there will be another. Who knows? Who knows when any of those ladies are packing down there? It's a big surprise nowadays. Oh.
Oh, look, it's my homegirl Bailey. Seems like you got the invitation. What's up there, pretty lady?
Oh, nothing. I was just, fucking wandering around the neighborhood. I saw some shit going down. I was like, damn, maybe I should be in a fucking neighborhood and see what's going on here. But yeah, I gotta head out, so I'll see you guys later.
Well, that's kind of unfortunate. I was hoping she would share some of that big Mexican booty with Punk, but hey, the more for me.
Oh, I can't show this big Mexican booty right now. I got some important business to take care of. It's gonna have to be some other time.
Well, fine by me. Hey, what's going on there, AJ? Why do you got a taser in your head? Hey, what do you do? Oh, you fucking cheating assholes!
She just popped my silicone. My fillers are leaking.
Okay. Perry always saying, impression, Nia has Bailey, Rhea, Becky, Charlotte on the knee. She has a bat and decides who gets beat. She plays Eenie, Meenie, Mighty Mo. She chooses Rhea. Okay. All right.
Eenie, meenie, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eenie, meenie, miny, mo. My cuck husband said to pick the ugliest one, and you are it. It's you, Rhea. Meow.
No, don't you dare hit me.
Yeah, blood and broken bones. How you like that, nose man? Yeah, cry, you little bitch. I love it. You'll never have another China ever again. Yeah.
It was the closest thing I had. I guess I'm gonna have to start getting Dana Pexley juice. Alright, we've been stocking up on steroids. A pumper full. Look like Daphne on roids.
The one last hope they have.
Tatum Paxley's the only hope.
She's a talented girl, I'll give her that. Gio was saying, how come we don't have fans in the front row with signs protesting against Triple H's stupidity for change? I can tell you this much, Gio, at least when we were going to live shows, they were taking away any sort of suggestive signs, especially if you were talking about the administration. And Triple H has been working in the weeds a long time for WWE. Even when Vince McMahon was taking all the heat, Triple H was the one coming up with a lot of those decisions. So yeah, he was controlling the narrative even back in the day, back in the early 2010s, late 2010s on Raw. So yeah, if you didn't see a cool sign in the front row talking about change, probably because Triple H had it confiscated or torn up.
Yeah, I know, and they actually showed the footage of the guy he was holding some sign of it was Paige, Saraya, holding a sign for WWE shows like please bring back Saraya, and then you saw the production assistant go out there and take the sign away from the guy.
Yeah, simply because it doesn't fit their narrative, simply because Saraya's under contract still with Tony. I think once that no compete clause expires, you better believe you're going to see Saraya back in WWE, and they'll be allowing signs of her. They're just trying to protect their interests while certain wrestlers under contract.
Yeah, well, it's just crazy too because I don't remember seeing her on the roster anymore.
I don't know what happened there. I'd have to find out, but it is very weird. So DJ Moore 96 said impression. Rock invites Cena, Randy, and RVD over to have some win. Cody is watching all of this while in his car before Seth's Cybertruck crashes into him. Okay. Okay. So I'll be Rock, I'll be Cena, and I'll be Seth if you want to be Randy, RVD, and Cody.
So you're gonna be Rock, Cena, and who else?
Rock, Cena, and Seth.
Rock, Cena, Seth, and I'm just Randy, RVD, and Cody. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Oh, hey, what's up there, guys? Glad you could come to my post-Halloween party. Yeah, we got all the party favors over there. Got a big bowl of cocoa around the table. All the alcohol you can want. Help yourself, even porn. I don't care. Help yourself, mi casa, su casa. What? What's up, Randy?
Feet, man. What about my feet?
Hey, go out at the pool. It's feet galore. You know I got the horse.
Fuck yeah, man. I love you, Rock.
I love you too, brother. Oh, Cena, how you doing, dog? How's Hollywood treating you?
It is good. I've been programmed to say it's good. How are you, Rock?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic, yeah. You got some of that special pudding for later?
You know it. I fully stocked up. I'm at full charge. Ha 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 ha.
That's what I like to see. And my boy RVD, I know you got the good green, don't you?
Dude, yeah, you damn right I got the good green. Yeah, I've been fucking starting my own pot shop. I got my own shit, so I brought my own shit.
That's what I'm talking about. I was hoping you were going to bring that good sticky icky, and you got it. I can smell it as soon as you walk through the door. So guys, break out the butts, break out the coke, break out the horse. Let's have a great time. Yeah. Oh, what are they doing there? What are those sexy guys doing in there? I need to know. I can look at my sexy little pink binoculars and see what's going on. Okay, focus, focus. Oh, I think I am too, big boy. Oh, you get on top of me.
Jeanette was saying, oh, no, I'm sorry, I skipped Yorker. Yorker was saying there's been theories that Owen was sacrificed. God, how do I respond to this? Best way I could say, the best way I could say about it is that I don't know if that happened. Theories are theories. They've existed all over media about certain people doing things like that. I don't know if that's ever happened in WWE. I sure hope it hasn't. But let me leave it like this: it would not surprise me if they did do something like that. Not necessarily on Owen Hart, but another wrestler. Who knows? It was very strange how Ultimate Warrior was on Raw and then died the next night. So I'm just saying it's just fishy things that have happened that you have to question. Not saying that it was a sacrifice, but it doesn't hurt to question afterwards. So leave it at that.
It's interesting to ask the question.
Yeah, absolutely. So Jeanette Bell was saying, impression principal meets with Punk and Roxy. He says she's smoking meth and flicking the beer in class. Okay, he tells her to stop or else she'll be expelled. Punk is proud. So God. Let's have her playing with like Mexican jumping beans in class.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, and for meth, let's have her smoking those candy cigarettes. Remember the candy cigarettes back in the day? Let's have her smoking candy cigarettes, and she thinks it's we'll call it candy. Leave it at that.
Yeah.
All right.
Come on in, Parker. Yeah, bring in your quote-unquote daughter with you. We gotta have a talk here.
Yeah, come on in, sweetheart. Come on in. Talk to your teacher. Hey, do I really have to sit here? Can I just sit on the hallway? No, you can't sit in the hallway. Sit with Daddy Punk.
It's okay, Dad. It's okay. But you know, I gotta say, if you truly are her father, it says here on the documents that you're the legal guardian, which is kind of weird because you're so close to me. But it says here on the documents that you're the legal guardian. I thought I should let you know that she's been smoking candy in the classroom and she's been flicking a bean around the class. You know those Mexican jumping beans? Yeah, she's flicking them around the class, just being a fucking weirdo. You know, so excuse my language. But yeah, I was reading the Bronx. But yeah, she's being a freak. You know, so I just thought I should let you know. Yeah, she doesn't stop. We're gonna have to expel her. So yeah, just let you know, there, boss.
Roxanne, is that true?
It's not true, Daddy. It's not true. You taught me to do that. I get it.
Give Daddy a hug.
Oh, with pleasure. I love pressing up close to get you, Daddy.
I do too. If Toys R Us was still a thing, I'd take you there.
Man, what the hell? Hey, that's your daughter. Hey, why are you hugging your daughter like that, man? I know you're
I'm not a fucking hateful piece of shit like you are. You judgmental asshole.
Wow, what a lost cause. Holy shit. Okay.
So, Darren said, saggy obese fan asked Tiffy to be boyfriend, chest twist him. Okay, because she's a free agent right now. Okay, you want to be the fat smart, I'll be Tiffy, or you want to be the other way around?
I want to be the fat smart.
Okay, go for it.
I gotta make sure I stink, so I gotta fart in my pants right before. Take a little bit of pull a little bit of mud so it stinks. I gotta
throw up in your mouth too.
Huh?
Throw up in your mouth too.
I love it.
I can't wait to be Tiffy.
Like, ew, why are you farting in front of me? Like, that's so disgusting. You are so disgusting. Get away from me. Hey, you fat disgusting pig. You just threw up all over my ringer. Like, oh my god.
Tiffany, I heard that you were single, and I wanted to. To be my girlfriend.
Hey, like, ew, you got bigger titties than me. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna twist them. Get out of here, you fat disgusting slob.
I'll never watch it again.
Dragon Man said, impression Stephanie makes fun of Triple H on her podcast. So let's think of the other wrestler that he's talking to. What wrestler would you like to be?
What would be the funniest?
Well, it would have to be a wrestler that hates Triple H but gets away with it. So like, I don't know,
fuck you, Bill Goldberg. I'm kidding.
Do Rhea Ripley. Have it be Rhea Ripley to really break his heart.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, this is Stephanie's Places, the best podcast out there, and I got the sexiest lady in all of WWE, Rhea Ripley. Yeah, what's up, Rhea?
Oh, just nothing, just continuing to be a mommy dummy to all the little punks out there who love me. Yeah, don't I look fucking great? I've been spending some extra time in the gym. You see how big me shoulders are? How big me biceps are? Yes, mommy's looking good right now.
Yeah, for it being so dry and cold outside, I'm wetter than a tsunami. Yeah.
Yes, what can I say? I make all the ladies wet.
Yeah, you even make my cup piece of shit husband wet. He loves you. I don't know why, but he loves you. I think personally he's just looking for a replacement China, but that's just me, because you know he's unattracted to women. Yeah.
Oh, I know. He's really attracted to what's downstairs, and we all know it's downstairs. It's big, it's hard, and he loves it.
That he does. He acts like he's crying in the cup cage. He loves it. He has a humiliation fetish. I'm just gonna be honest. Yeah.
What's that podcast? Downvote dislike.
He's the one guy forming bots to downvote and dislike that shit.
Downvote it, shut it down, and then Stephanie kicks his ass when she finds out.
I knew it. You didn't know that I revealed your IP when you do that, you fucking idiot.
Oh shit, I fucked up. She's gonna kick my ass now.
That's every day for him. That's another day in the life for those, man. So Devin does said impression. John Moxley tries out for the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cincinnati Reds, but both tryouts fail miserably. Okay. You know a little bit more about baseball. Do you want to be Moxley or do you want to be, I guess, one of the players? I
could be Moxley.
Okay. All right, next up on the tryouts, we got a guy by the name of John Moxley. Step up front and center. What's your former experience?
Okay. I was in the shower 5 fucking times. What's up, AEW? Joe Flacco ain't getting it done. Put me in. I'll be the quarterback.
All right, just for shits and giggles, I want to see this guy in the field. All right, go ahead. Let's go ahead and see your run across the field. Go ahead, show us what you got. Throw the ball. Damn, you knocked him out like nothing. You're supposed to catch the football with your hands, not your head, dummy. I don't know if this guy's gonna work out.
I got a plan. Let's go ahead and keep him in there anyways. Shit, we'll even throw him in the World Series just to fuck with the fans. All right, they bring me in.
That's right, we're bringing in Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley is stepping up to the plate. He is brand new, debuting in baseball, former professional wrestler. I don't know why he's making his debut in the World Series for such an established team, but here we have Jon Moxley coming up to the plate. He is clearly drunk off his head. Did he just try to kiss the umpire? I don't know what's going on there. But he is stepping up. He's got a baseball bat and he's swinging around randomly. Oh wow, he just hit the umpire in the head. Yeah, this is not working out.
That's fine.
Why is that idiot running? He's running the bases after knocking out the umpire with a baseball bat. This is the bottom of the ninth in Game 7. What are they doing? Why are they letting this idiot out on the field? Good Lord. Wow, this is the worst World Series I've ever called. This is Dirk Diggleton signing off. Dirk Diggleton. That's where it says Gary torches the WWE roster with Christ music. Okay. So I guess Triple H is like, oh, decided to bring in a musical guest station. He's gonna give you guys uplifting tunes to help boost the ratings. And then just Terry comes in and just fucking starts playing her Christian country music.
And they'll have Triple H strumming and pissed off.
Yes. Okay.
Alright, cool.
Hey, yo, I learned that a lot of y'all. You're too close to the devil. You know what y'all need? You need a little bit of cross. So now I'm gonna play some cross music. Yeah, you hear that? You hear that right now? That's Carrie Underwood.
Play the cross music. I love it.
I don't know if we should be playing that in this prestigious company, guys. We may offend some people.
If you fucking play it, don't you fucking dare.
Well, I gotta say, man, Carrie Underwood, she don't put her effort in. She don't work hard. I say, you know, she wanna play that shit. Let her play that shit. Believe that.
My name is Julia. I'm the CEO.
Man, we gotta hear the ads. You tell me you don't pay for YouTube Premium? What the hell? You got no money, Carrie.
All right, this is my good song. I'm gonna love you. Hey, you like that? Can you feel the demons coming out of your bodies?
Oh, it's making me bleed. My ears are bleeding. The demons are fighting the only sword.
It burns. Turn it up.
Becky, help me! I'm melting!
Oh, I'm melting. No, turn it off now. Turn it off now. You will turn it off. We will not have Christian music in the devil's house. Get out now.
Too bad. I done played it, you fucking idiot.
No, I'm burning. Ah!
Brilliant strategy by Carrie Underwood. I love it. Yes. Then it does the same impression. NFL commentators react to Jon Moxley getting destroyed against the Philadelphia Eagles. Okay. All right, here we are, commenting on this big Eagles game. We've been looking forward to this for a long time. And for whatever reason, they're putting former Cardinals player Jon Moxley into play for them. This guy, he just messed up the World Series. What is Philadelphia Eagles doing putting this guy in?
I have no idea what they're doing putting him in, but they're putting him in as a starting quarterback of the Cincinnati Bengals. This is ridiculous. This shouldn't be allowed. This has to be an NFL violation. It's got to be, but for some reason, it's not. Oh, they put him in. They put him in. They're lining he got brutally sacked.
Wow, that was a Joe Theismann injury. Did you see that? Let's watch an instant replay. From both sides, he gets split in half. Wow. Here they have the stretcher. They're bringing out the stretcher. They're stretchering this. He's pushing off the stretcher. This dummy is pushing off the stretcher and walking away drunkenly. What is the matter with him?
I have no idea what's the matter with him. He's got heart and determination. That's exactly what the NFL needs. But unfortunately, we got a bunch of fucking weak pussies who give up when they stub a toe.
This is what it's about nowadays. Everybody gets injured and everybody's overpaid. That's what the NFL's all about. But me, I'm underpaid and not getting paid shit. Neither is my partner. See you guys next time for Monday Night Football. All right. So, guys, thank you for joining us for this TWR News. And as always, we go out with the song, but this one isn't a Bullseye. Much love to Bullseye, but we got to change it up from time to time. So this one is a dedication to Edge.
You think you know me? On this day, I see clearly everything has come to light. A bitter place and a broken dream, and we'll leave it all behind. On this day, it's so real to me. Everything's come to light. Another chance to chase a dream, another chance to feel alive. On this day, I see clearly everything has come to life. A bitter place and a broken dream, and we'll leave it all behind. I'll never long for what might have been. Regret won't waste my life again. I won't look back, I'll fight to remain. Oh, this day, I see clearly everything has come to life. A bitter place and a broken dream, and we'll leave it all behind. On this day, it's so real to me. Everything has come to life. Another chance to chase a dream, another chance to feel alive. Fear will kill me, all I could be. Lift these sorrows, let me breathe. Could you set me free? Could you set me free? Yeah. On this day, I see clearly everything has come to life. A better place and a broken dream. Yeah, we'll leave it all behind. On this day, it's so real to me. Everything has come to life. Another chance to chase a dream, another chance to feel alive.
Oh, wow. It's early in the morning. This is what I look like when I got this is authentic Seth Rollins right here. This is what my wife gets every day.
Oh my, a crazy.